Let's get scratching.
Let's look at the funk.
This is most disturbing.
Let's look at the
I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand what's going on here.
Very nice, thank you.
Let's get scratching. Scratch. Scratching.
Y'all ready to get funky?
Hello, everyone. Back at it again. What's going on? Competitive? Yeah, it says competitive for sure. You just gotta refresh the title a little bit. Good catch. What's going on, Damien? What's going on, Newt? Kilvoon? What's going on? That's right. It's the Pokemon channel. Swolelax. What's going on? Frosty? Unvor? What's going on? Hello. Yeah, we're just getting everything set up and good to go here today. We have some things to test for and some things to do, some Elemental Hero shenanigans that we're going to get into today for the upcoming MCS. That's right, ya boy just got in. My my APM was insane. Oh, that's my face. Yeah, okay, yeah, it updated. No, I big appreciate it actually, because I was like, competitive. Yeah, it's competitive, not competitive. But either way, it's good to see everyone again. Hello, how's it going? Interesting news. So the MCS is coming weekend on this Saturday. Your boy did get in. I got in with pretty fairly good ease. It was not very difficult. I didn't forget, unlike last 2 weeks ago, where I kind of forgot 5 minutes later. So we're gonna be playing Heroes, going second Heroes. Now, of course, if you guys have been in the chat for just a little bit, you guys know that we've been toying around with the idea of this for a couple weeks now. Been like, maybe going second Heroes has some legs, and I've liked to announce that it does. It in fact does have a lot of legs. I'll go over the deck here in a second. I'm gonna go and open up Master Duel, but hopefully everyone's doing good and grand. Let me minimize a ton of windows. There we go. Aha! Let me open up the deck real quick and I'll show you. I did some toying and I have some ideas. There there was quite a bit that I had to deliberate on, and I've been playing almost the entirety of the Duelist Cup, and I've been playing a lot on ladder with this deck, just kind of get some test hands and to break apart boards and to feel some things. And outside of certain mistakes, typically the only games I find myself losing are games that I can't play through. Like specifically if my opponent's playing like true Adamantipator combo, excuse me, or if I'm playing against like, you know, the pile decks have been kind of difficult recently, and then the only other deck that was like somewhat troublesome was a like a lot of back row. So, but I'll go into that and why it's somewhat okay. It kind of just depends on the draw for a little bit of it. But let me go ahead and flip it over. Hold on, turn on the music. Turn down the music, turn up the Master Duel. All right, so we are here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oshiro's got a single usable negate for spell effects. I'm kind of saying we need like something in there, man. Like it's crazy. Like we have so much, but so little, it feels like. What's with all the glue eaters and runic floodgates? I'm saying, so I don't know what is in the air, but there's so many more runic floodgate players than sprite runic that I've been seeing more often. And I don't know, it's because like the people who have been playing, or that were playing runic floodgate heard that sprite runic was better, and they tried it and they kept on losing because they're not good. And then they're like, oh, I guess this version sucks, and they go back to the floodgate one because it's easier. Like, yeah, haha, flip skill drain, pass is good. Let me show you guys what we've been doing. So I'm currently at Duelist level 17 of the Duelist Cup. I've been ranking up pretty steadily. It's been like a win-lose, like shenanigans, and it's like I go on like a few win streaks and then I lose a couple rounds. Which one was this one? I can't believe I can't check the deck to see like what I lose to. Sometimes it's just because I'm getting outvalued, like purely. Other times it's because of just random BS. So I'm gonna check this loss here because I cannot remember. Mr. Bash. Which one was this one? Maybe this was the hero player, I want to say. Our hand is pretty good here, so I can't imagine this was crazy. The new Gaia made is pretty base. Oh, I love the new Gaia one. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, no. This one I lost to time. I had to talk to someone. They were like knocking on my door, and I went to go talk to them, and I had left. This one, was it this one? These all ones that end in like 2 turns I end up losing. So here's this one. The losses are good to go over, but the new Gaia made his base. It's so cool. I love the fact that they got the new Gaia made in. And the new Gaia structure deck is pretty interesting too. That'll help a lot with our Wheel of Normal Monsters series when we get to Gaia, which is neat. Is the structure deck worth it? The structure deck's unfortunately not worth it. So what I will say with the structure deck, like particularly, is that it has like one or two good cards. It's the Blackluster Soldier, Envoy at the beginning, and then also the Link Monster. Those are the only 2 things that are like worth it, but there are URs that you can craft if you have like one extra spare UR. You only need really 1 of each nowadays. Okay, so this is against Sprite, that's what it was. I think I did a pretty okay job of like going against this board, but I still ended up losing for some reason. So I Ash here on the Gigantic Sprite. What's going on, Nox? Hello. Yeah, this is what it was, the triple attack. The triple attack really got me here. Man, triple attack's so good. And it's just like, I got punished super hard for only having an Ash Blossom for my interruptions. Okay, this is what it was. Yeah. So I draw. Polymerization's not too bad, but we go for Harpy Duster, gets rid of the monster, goes for Sprite Blue instead of the Carrot, or Sprite Red, which is weird. So again, that's fine. Go for Poly, Fuse 2, go for Sunrise, Shadow Mist Effect, go for this, it's an Imperm. This is fine. Yeah, this is what happened. It was double Imperm. That's the reason why I lost here. Because I was thinking to myself, like, what is this back row here? This back row's got to be something. And I've already used a poly, like I'm sending stuff, so I'm like, what is going on here? So my theory here is if this is Smashers or something like an Imperm, I kind of have no lines here, so I'm going to risk it for Verte. So I'm going to go for Verte because either way I lose, so just, you know, DP is our best line, and it's a double Imperm. That's why I lose here. Double Imperm, and he also trip attacks, hand loops me. That's crazy. So it's like we've been losing games like that. So it's not been like too crazy or out of the ordinary. And that's what we've been doing with the Duelist Cup. Now the Duelist Cup deck is the exact same deck that we're going to be taking to the MCS. So I'll show you guys here that in a second. But yeah, the new Infernoble support might actually get Isolde banned. Can you believe it? I would actually be absolutely like thrilled. Is Isolde back to Wizzle, 2 Tails of the Noble Knights? has been around since, what was it, 2018 in Extreme Force? Or 2019 in Extreme Force? Can't remember what year was that. I think it was early in 2018. Yeah, it was the February set, it was Extreme Force. And god dang, dude. I've been loving using that card ever since, and it's so powerful. It's way too powerful. But yeah, Pure Heroes or Neo's Heroes. Today we're playing Pure Heroes. Here's the deck. Just gonna let you hello. It's good to see you. Is the Hulk of warrior types? It's sometimes some would say it's even more powerful than Hulk. Like in a lot of ways, it's better. Hulk is more generic, but Hizzleback to Wizzle, Two Tails, and the Noble Knights is actually just like. Why was in a band earlier? Oh, we lost to Protoss one of the games too, and that's unfortunate. So here is the hero deck. I've been thinking about this for a little bit. I know that Newt was saying 3 copies of Droplets. Droplets has been crazy absolutely all day. It is really, really good. You see hands with Droplet and another board breaker, or Droplet and some monsters. And what you end up trying to do is just go for OT Kane. I've done Vision Hero Trinity so many times, and it's been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, Izzle carrying Rogue Warrior for too long. It's like, it's this weird design philosophy where it's like 2 monsters equals entire combo. And so something like, or sometimes 1 card can equal an entire combo, just depending, right? Yeah, the amount of FTKs, it's insane. I loved Dark Warrior back in the day, and even like the Gumblar hand loops that it could do. It's crazy. What's going on, Louis Plays? Hello, it's good to see you. How's it going? But yeah, today we're going to be playing some normal hero in prep for our MCS run that we're going to be doing. So yeah, we'll be there. Only lost once in the DC. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm on level 17 right now. Level 17. All right, give me a sec. Something's in my throat. Okay, so here is our hero deck. Let me kind of explain some things. Forbidden Droplet is absolutely bonkers. Most boards nowadays, you only really have to deal with 1, maybe 2 cards at the worst. If you can get value off of Shadow Mist, it's incredible. Oftentimes, what I'll find myself doing is going for Forbidden Droplet to just kind of like try to shoot for a Trinity OTK. If they don't have Max C, it's also kind of helpful because it's another battle trap or another like effect negation that's outside of Infinite Impermanence. We're still playing Infinite Impermanence as a one-of because we are playing Crossout Designator, specifically for Max C and other cards that we might need. The one effect failure, again, it's kind of a Crossout Designator target, and it's okay, but it's also helpful as a hand trap. This card has been very useful oftentimes. In fact, most cases you can even drop effect failure. They'll call by the grave, and then you have a free Ash Blossom or the Imperm or even a Max C next. So you can really play around a lot more call by the graves with this kind of build, which I do like. Yeah, we are blinding second heroes inside of this meta. It's ridiculous. Worst case scenario here too. I know we're playing cards like evenly matched, and I know I was just talking about how we want to OTK, but sometimes you don't even really need to. Right? Sometimes heroes have enough control elements in the form of stuff like DPE and Darklaw, or Absolute Zero if you really want to break apart boards, that can just play evenly matched, get your opponent down to a couple of cards, and then go crazy. So that's the idea here, is that this is probably the most realized hero deck, and of course Fusion Destiny is at 2, which is, we're big pogging off about that, which is crazy. I think it's just, this card is so good, and it probably should be at 3, but unfortunately we do have Verte. So we don't really go into Verte often, but it is something that you do have to play. And some lines, sometimes you want to go for lines that don't even involve Verte, just so you can get out DPE more effectively. So for example, you might opt out of going for Ferris and Ferris's effect to set the increase, just so you can allow yourself to go for Verte after you've done lines for Sunrise and Absolute Zero. So Adamancipator, Black Dragon OP. Adamancipator is even more crazy with the Ishizu stuff. That's what I will say. Like, they've built these pile decks with Adamancipator that are incredible. But yeah, what's the Mass Hero go second that you're talking about yesterday? Yeah, so a lot of the Mass Hero go second cards are like Mass Hero Acid. We have Darklaw, we've got Blast. And that's kind of the idea here, right? So obviously outside of Darklaw, because this is like a standard, we are playing cards like Blast and Acid to try to help break our boards. And that's kind of the thing. We could, in theory, replace something like Adoration with with Enki. That way we can maybe, hit over certain things for 28 if Dark Law is like a little bit too weak. So those are some ideas that I was kind of toying with, but I sometimes need Adoration as just kind of a generic fusion when I don't have anything particular like for Escariado or for Dangerous, but it's pretty often. But yeah, but what if you draw Increase? If we draw Increase, we unfortunately draw Increase and we have to use it as material. I did have a game where I had to activate Liquid Soldier in conjunction with Ferris, and so it was a really weird turn. So Liquid Soldier fired off and I drew 2 cards, and what I draw was a card plus Increase. it was not very good. So you can use what's going on, Jazzman, by the way? Hello. Hello. You can use Mass Change 2, I think. Yes, you can. It's at I think it's semi-limited, which is interesting. What's going on, Max Wood? I feel like I need a few more support cards like Neos, maybe the Trap card fusion. Honestly, whenever the new Flame Wingman comes out, then that strategy with the Neos Trap becomes super doable. Yeah, you want to keep 40 card deck to limit bricks. So here's the interesting part. Inside of Heroes particularly, there are cards like Malicious, we're playing Honest Neos, and obviously Increase that are kind of pseudo bricks. Things like Miracle Fusion is also somewhat of a brick. Polymerization is not really, because typically you will have lines that will get you to 2 heroes, and this is a very strong card, which is incredible, especially in 2023, come to think about it. But we are keeping it this way, that way we have to play 3 copies of Maxi, our Call by the Grave, and Cross Outline. I think Forbidden Droplet is a must, and someone asked why Forbidden Droplet instead of Dark Ruler. Specifically, Forbidden Droplet allows us to OTK, where Dark Ruler, while yes, we don't necessarily have to get rid of advantage, Forbidden Droplet allows us to OTK faster. The more the game goes on, heroes have less and less resources compared to other decks. And so Dark Ruler, you are just delaying the inevitable. Like I said, it's a little bit different because we are playing evenly matched. So in theory, evenly matched plus Dark Ruler is a better combo because it's a little bit stronger. But I find that I need to generally bait out some negations or even try to decrease more often than if I were to just use Dark Ruler. And I think as a single card, Forbidden Droplet for heroes is a much stronger thing than Dark Ruler, especially when not paired with evenly matched. Now, Dark Ruler paired with evenly matched is absolutely unmatched. It's a very strong combination, but if I don't see evenly matched and I just see Forbidden Droplet, it's great. But sometimes when I see Dark Ruler, it's not as strong as I think it is, because we still have to break apart the board. So there's that. But yeah, Mally Bane line. I think Mally Bane at the moment is decent, but it does add like 1 more brick in our deck. Technically 2, if we're being real, because sometimes you draw hands that include your Dark Calling and like, let's say like Honest Neos, which doesn't feel very good. But yeah, Jane BR made a deck with 60 cards recently. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't necessarily have to keep this at 40, but 43 feels about right. I think up to 45 feels about right for me. But it's there. But yo, what's going on, HyperGod Rev? Hello. How Ghost has been taking it slow and got Duelist level 17 with Runic Sprite. I feel dirty now. It's okay. I got Duelist level 17 with Heroes. So, we can make up for it. My jank versus your actual good deck. Yeah, Crystal Beast is really good if you're thinking about building it. Oh yeah, I think the new Crystal Beast stuff is going to be crazy. I think I'm going to be looking up some Neshi stuff later. Try to get some Crystal Beast control. But yeah. Having good results with the 60. I think 60 card might be it. I mean, all these pile decks that are popping up now, it's not unreasonable to think that we are moving towards 60 card pile decks. The millers are really strong, so having resources in your deck still is pretty important. We have Runic and also the Shizu stuff, which is mill turbo. Oh, and on top of this, you have like the zombie 60 card decks that are aiming to actually max C challenge you, which has happened. which has happened. And Punk, that's right. Yeah, the Punk stuff as well. Yeah. So why don't you use 2 increase just in case you draw 1? So if you draw 1, it's not the end of the world, but we're trying to just minimize on the amount of bricks. And increase, having 2 of it doesn't really accomplish much more than having just 1. The only difference is that if we do draw into it, it is a little bit more high rolly. But I think I would rather take that chance because you can still use it as a material for things like, Predaplant Bird's Anaconda. When it's in the graveyard, you can then activate its effect later if you want to. Plus, it's polymerization material. It's a normal hero to discard off of Ferris. There's a lot of things you can use increase for that you don't really need two of, in my opinion. But playing two is fine, like if you want to. But, I don't fear God, but I also do fear God. Why not play Master or Enki instead of Dangerous? Dangerous is in here specifically because Fusion Destiny is at 2. Now, if this was at 1, I probably wouldn't play Dangerous, but having Fusion Destiny at 2 not only allows you to then go into a second Fusion Destiny if you already use one of them for, let's say, DPE, because this is obviously your first choice. But what it also allows you to do is have Fusion Destiny be a more effective starter, because sometimes your hand is like really weak, but all you have is a Fusion Destiny. So what you can do is you can go Fusion Destiny and make Dangerous, send Shadow Mist, and now your whole combo line opens up because you sent Shadow Mist, which searches a general hero. Maybe it's going to be Vion or Stratos. And then now you have options. If it's Vion, you can probably make DPE pretty easily. If it's Stratos, then maybe you open up another hero monster for like Ferris or some type of combo there, right? Typically, Dangerous helps fix bad hands, and that's kind of the idea. It's a little more generic too than something like Dystopia. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a little more than Dystopia. It's oftentimes too that every so often what you'll have to do is use Malicious in your hand, and then send a card for Denier, which is there. But yeah, I've been wanting to try Crystal Beast, but on the 2,000 gems on the Ultimate Crystal Rainbow, oh my gosh, that's rough. Yeah, the deck is so good. The only flaw might be the Evenleys. Evenleys are really, really good. I thought to myself that Lightning Storm would have been a better option, especially for like mass board clears. But I'm finding myself playing one Feather Duster, one Lightning Storm, and 2 evenly matched. I did think about playing Cosmic Cyclone, but evenly matched is kind of like a good old catch-all. So it is probably, you're right, like the only flaw like inherently. If I draw it dead and I have enough, then it's like a weird draw. But I'm not happy to see it. So 2 copies is like right in the sweet spot for me. Yeah, right in the sweet spot. Yeah, I feel like the urge to play Favorite Contact and Malicious Bane package, just to make Bane with Favorite Contact satisfying, that's actually not a bad tech, honestly. Especially if we're going to play in the Neos build, I think that's pretty good. Have you considered playing Lancia? I have not. No. Does that help against Runic at all? I imagine it's pretty good against Runic. They can still activate their effects, right? But then they don't get the banish. That seems like it would be all right. I mean, we do banish quite a bit, so the biggest thing with Lancia that kind of weakens our deck is that on our turn, if they are going to be interrupting us, then we still need to be able to banish stuff with Malicious and Miracle Fusion. So, yo, what's going on, Hector? Hello. Good to see you. Dystopia won me 2 games with Burn. The Burn effect does come up actually quite a bit. That's what I will say. The one nice addition and one thing I do miss from Dystopia is the Burn. I think that's very true. What's going on, Cold? Hello. How's it going? What's going on? People quit after seeing Evenly. It's kind of one of those win more cards. Like, Evenly is just like when you drop it down, if they're not prepared, they get punished really hard for it, I think. Yeah, doesn't everything lose to Smashers? Yes. Yeah, it does. But I think, with Mally Bane specifically, it's like, it is probably a little bit too high rolly. I don't really know. It's not like it's a bad engine by any means, but it's like, it's just like it's not enough value for when you need it. That's what I will say. It is helpful to have, but that's a lot. That's one more fusion spell you got to worry about, and that's also one more monster that you might not be able to use effectively. It's kind of funny. But yeah, what's going on, Zoltar? Hello, how's it going? On a similar note, why can't they use runic cards if the number of cards left in the deck is lower than the cards they need to banish? Oh, really? Can they not? That's actually really interesting. I didn't notice that. What is Lancia? Lancia is Artifact Lancia. I don't even know if I have it actually made. I do. No, I don't. It's the SR. Artifact Lancia says that you can send this card, you can tribute this card from your hand to face up on the field, and neither player can banish, which is there. JNBR posted one version with 60 cards. It's really good. Have you seen it? I have not seen it yet, but I've heard that it's good. Reverting back to E-Heroes. We are reverting back to E-Heroes, just for the MCS. We're going to be playing a blind going second hero build for the Master Circuit series. So we're going to be playing this today as a little bit too. What's going on, Chops? Hello. Good to see you. E-Hero Electrum Turbo was with favorite contact. Sounds like a goofy deck. I wanted to play Electrum OTK. Have you guys heard of that? The Electrum FTK deck that's actually much more viable in Master Duel now that Master Duel 5 is out. Essentially, all you aim to do is burn your opponent with loops the entire time. It's a really goofy deck. We're going to have to try it on stream sometime. Yeah, this might be your best build yet. It's so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been testing it. The biggest things that had me worried were like the evenly matched and the droplets, but I feel like most games, even when I don't draw like board breakers, I'm very comfortable with this. Very, very comfortable with this. So we can take them to a game. We can just test it out. Do you prefer playing Master Duel or IRL? That's a good question, actually. I'll give you this. So there is quite nothing like playing IRL. You know, I have like a bunch of IRL cards over here. I think these are like a mix of like my Salamangreat deck from a little bit ago when I was testing it out. And it's like when you feel the cards, when you're playing with it and you're like, man, like this feels so good. Like you're hand shuffling, like you're doing like all your IRL stuff. Like when you're flicking the cards on the board, you're responding to your opponent, you're pointing at things, like you're going crazy. It feels really good. And there's not quite anything like competing IRL. I love going to tournaments. I love going to YCSs. I love going to regionals. The problem is they don't necessarily like host them a lot in my area, and traveling is really expensive to going to the YCSs and going to bigger events. So it's like kind of unfortunate that I would love to compete more at an IRL level, but it's not very viable or even like financially responsible for most 99% of people. That's what I will say. Yes, Hypergravity Wave does make a good point though. IRL doesn't have max C, so by default, you know. Master Duel is very convenient though. I can get a bunch of games in. I can test cool decks. My collection is absolutely insane here. So like, I get a lot of I personally really like Master Duel. Sometimes I'm mauled and I complain, but I think Master Duel is a great step forward and a great addition to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It feels great to play, and so I do like it a lot. I do think the TCG and having best of 3 and, you know, no max C is pretty big, but, you know, it's all right. Okay, so that was crazy. Yeah, surely going second will not be weaker than going first. It's actually surprisingly easier. So what you end up doing with heroes oftentimes is like you trade 1-for-1s on a lot of these cards in value, and then you just break apart the board and then go nuts with your hero stuff. It's actually a lot more like straightforward than you think, which is there. I like smelling cards mid-duel to disturb my opponent. I mean, you've got to get in their head somehow, I guess, for sure. Yeah, speaking of which, I really wish this game had an in-game chat so I could see my opponent's rage. Oh man, could you imagine? Could you actually imagine Master Duel having like a chat where I just get called like a slur every 3 seconds? I don't know. I had an epic duel against Sword Soul. I was using my Dragon Maid deck, and I went second. Had a just an okay hand, and they got full combo. 10 turns of back and forth. That's so sick. That's super cool. My opening hand was meh for 10 turns. It drew exactly what I needed. That's always a good feeling. That's like you wait it out, you know, until you get the good cards, which is awesome. Yeah, my hand's kind of insane. My hand is actually really good. Yeah, I just hope they don't have triple tactics because I'm gonna get punished really hard. So yeah, Master Duel legit saved the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise and made it mainstream. Ludwig, Sykkuno, Critical, playing it. I agree. I think there's a lot to be said about the life that this game breathed back into the game, especially during COVID when this game was on the absolute downswing. It's insane. Connor MVs, hello, what's going on? Good to see you. What's up? How's it going? Good to see you. GamerX Andy, hello. How's it going? Good to see you too. So remember Yu-Gi-Oh Pro? Oh, I mean, YGO Pro, Omega, EDO Pro. I've tried them all. It's great. Yeah, in-game chat's the worst feature. True. Yeah, I'd rather play Master Duel because IRL events, eventually IRL cards lose their value so fast and they just sit collecting dust. Yeah, like actually, I have like boxes full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I'm doing nothing with. So yeah, how do hero players draw? Hero lives every game. Here's the funny part. It's like, with it being at 3, I think I see it all the time. But I never see multiples, like ever, you know, inshallah, maybe it's not even a bad thing. And then now as well, even when I saw it at 1, I was like, oh, this is fine. All right, so he did a lot here that I was kind of ignoring. He still does have a lot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to battle phase. And then go to the main phase 2. And drop an evenly matched and see what we can do here. You have an access code Talker IRL? I do. I do have an access code Talker. I actually got it really early when it wasn't like $1 billion. But it's a first edition Etco. So it's the I can't even see if you guys can see that. But it's the OG. Evenly matched. That's why it's crazy, this format. Ain't no thing. All right, and then now we Lightning Storm to clean it up. Very cool. Very cool. All right, now we unfortunately have to clean house. I actually probably could have searched, gone for a shadow mist there, but he might have like an imperm or effect failure. Okay, he's got nothing. Okay, let's see. That's interesting. Go Ferris. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll trade the 1-for-1 all day. I don't even care what this card is. I'm just gonna trade that 1-for-1. It's just worth at that point. Yeah, battle phase. End of battle? It's like, oh. Yeah, that's fine. How much did you sell it for? I actually have no clue. I haven't quite looked at the price yet. I'm a very, like, minimal duelist, if that makes any sense. Where a lot... Oh, wow. Ghost Ogre. I guess that makes... It's Psychic deck. Makes sense. That's really good on increase. They knew to hold that. They're a hero player. Too bad. Vion? Vion effect. So I can do Vion effect. I can send... for Malicious, I think. Malicious is the easiest way to go about this. Then I go for 2, hold the poly. Yeah, it was hard to make DP. We'll go for Vion. Vion effect will banish the Ferris. We'll got our poly, put it to our hand. 2 cards left. I'm not quite sure what this goes into, but we'll go for 2 and 2. Make a DPE. And what really is funny, I guess I could, again, I could have also had a Dark Law here, but I opted to not go for it. We'll go for 2. Malicious, we'll grab the Denier, which is pretty neat. We'll go ahead and go for Malicious here. Grab the Mally out of the deck. Feels good. We'll go for a Poly. Everyone say it with me now. 3, 2, 1, D, P, E. Nice. Very cool. How many times I've been in a beard during the Duelist Cup? Like practically never. Practically never. Yeah. Yeah, Swolelax after the game. Can you tell us when Wake Up Your Hero coming when it's coming out? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? All right, we'll go for Denier effect to shuffle back the Malicious. I actually don't think I really even needed to do this, but I'm going to. I might just reset this poly because I've already used this effect of that. So what I'm going to do is going to go for Cross Crusader Wonder Driver. And then we're going to go for the Wonder Driver. I'm going to waste the Malicious here. But no, I've gotten no Nibiru. I've gotten Nibiru like, actually no, I've gotten Nibiru like once. And we ended up winning that game, but it didn't really matter all too much because it was fine. All right, this round board. Yeah, we're not playing the Link 3 though. Not playing the Link 3. Yeah, I don't play hero, but I can consistently beat them thanks to watching your streams. That's good to know. That means I'm playing it somewhat effectively. But yeah, it literally increase is just the biggest choke point of the deck. I don't really know what they do here. I don't really know what's a DPE here, frankly. I guess it's just the first thing that pops up. They haven't normal summoned, I guess, so that's... Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah, that I guess makes sense. Oh, no! Ogre Dance! Oh, that sucks. Ogre Dance is really good. Making normal summon Xiamen. Maybe I should have waited, but that's fine. Yeah, Punk has no one-card combos. That's what I was saying. I'm like, it's in the clear. Yeah, Flame Wingman Retrain and E-Heroes will definitely be UR. I think 100% they will be UR. Yes, I think that's true. Big true. You guys been watching all the artifact sites show up? I have seen them quite a bit, and it does not feel good. Okay, I was like, what else could they possibly have there? You know? It does not feel good. Yeah, I'm trying to create a deck. Any advice on what I should create? So on a deck that you should create, I think specifically that you should pick a deck. If you're picking it in Master Duel, I would say, probably start with Tri-Brigade, Zodiac, something that's relatively low rarity, but you can really, really build off of. Like you can start off pretty slow and you can start adding new cards to it. It's going to get you a lot of value and you're going to climb the ladder like nobody's business. Then I would say moving on to something like, I don't know, like you could probably move on to Sprites. You could probably move on to Math Mech, Hero. At that point, you've kind of learned everything else, but those are great entry level decks if you're looking for entry level. If you're just looking for a recommendation outside of entry level and you're looking for like an actual like recommendation for a deck to build, let's say you're a seasoned deck builder, you're like, yeah, I kind of have a bunch of decks. I would suggest something fun. And we can, this is going to be a new thing. Dragon Link is also a pretty decent one. This thing is a crazy beast of a deck. And so if you want to go for that, absolutely go for something like Dragon Link. I've made this one fun by going for Red Eyes. I think that's pretty interesting. I also unironically do love this deck here, and that's my Mystical Elf deck. This is so fun to play, and this is like just a jank build of an already like just okay strategy. But it's oh man, this thing is so interesting. You essentially try to rely on Zora to lock your opponent out of their extra deck, and you're playing Mystical Elf. What more could you love? Salamangreat's a good one too. I think I have Salamangreat somewhere in here, maybe not. But that's a great one to build as well. I have Code Talkers here. This one's actually not too bad, especially on the wallet. You have a few high rarity cards, but a lot of times it's the staples. So we are playing Code Talkers in this up in here. So but yeah, what's going on, Noon? How is Math Mech doing good ultimately? Math Mech is a very strong strategy. I would say very much so that it is really, really good. But yeah, my opponent called my God card deck trash, and he said he wasted 150 exposing that he didn't build my deck. Oh man, that's sad to hear. But you know, good to see. Good to see that you build the guard card still. Fun fact: I beat Pure Punk with an NR Megalith deck. Megalith is surprisingly decent for how low rarity it is, for sure. Yeah, Floowandereeze are all SR. That's true. Floowandereeze is also a pretty decent one. We kind of hate Floowandereeze, but they're better now without the thing. Dragon Link best deck, true. Looking for a fun deck, one that one of the series characters. I only want one of each card as well. I would say Jaden's a pretty interesting challenge to do if you are going for a series. So a hero build around Jaden is pretty interesting. On top of that, you could play like Stardust or the Synchron deck. Synchron's really strong. It's probably high rarity though. I actually don't quite know. This one is technically a Playmaker deck if you want to call it that. Over there. So that's kind of different. But yeah, just built Salamangreat deck with Code Talker stuff. It's very fun. Oh, Salamangreat with Code Talker is insane. Yeah, food will always be hated. True, and it should. And it should. What's going on, Fabian? Hello. Just got here. What's the hero deck list? The hero deck list that we're testing out today, and that we're going to be playing for the MCS's coming weekend is this list right here. It is a going second hero build. That's a pure going second. Blind going second. This is going to be the build. I think this one is really strong, and I think for this format especially, going second is the correct play. So, yeah, I only hated Floowandereeze because they played Barrier Statue, but now they're okay. Yeah, they're okay right now. They're like annoying, but they don't feel as unbeatable as before. They're just really annoying. Really annoying. Megalith Drytrons are kind of cracked. They are insane. They are insane. I think they're actually kind of insane. You get enough free gems as long as you play. If you plan ahead what you want to make, you can ultimately make anything. I myself decided to start a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, and it worked really, really well. Yeah, so the gem economy in this game is extremely, extremely lucrative. Like right now, you see we have these 23 missions up top, and it's this right here, where we have practically most things already done on this checklist. And I've been playing the Duelist Cup just today, and we're at 4,000 gems from like miscellaneous challenges, the Duelist Cups, like doing our dailies. It's pretty much been there. Right. What's going on, Bearded Baron? Hello. I just hate those damn birds because my turn, it feels like my turns feel like their turns. Your turn, our turn. I agree. Have you seen the Jaden BR 60 card hero deck? Actually, no, I haven't seen that yet. I've heard it's cool though. I've heard it's actually really cool. And I believe it. Man, again, it's the millers, the banishers. It's such a strong thing now in the meta game, and heroes have enough 60 card things they can play to where a hero pile is very doable. Very doable. Yeah, a lot of this starter synchron stuff is actually from master packs and legacy packs, unfortunately. Ooh, that sucks. The floodgates are still unbeatable in Master Duel if you draw the right ones. Agreed. Completely agreed. Completely agree. This guy's name is Shelby GT. You think he's a Mustang fan? Who's gonna tell him? Oh! Why don't we play... Okay. I think I'm just gonna go for Maxi now. I mean, I don't really... If he's got Ash Blossom, he's got Ash Blossom. I probably could have done it in the draw phase. Okay, that's fine. There he is. Damage step? Oh, if he colutes me, I'm gonna be pissed. Absolutely pissed. Blew all my gems and got barely any URs. The system is still busted. I don't know what about it, but it is still very much broken. Yeah, I can't wait for tier. The true our return. That's right. It is collectively, you're always playing back and forth and using all your neurons in your brain to play it. Yeah, no. A lot of people talking about Jaden BR's new deck. Maybe I should check it out. I believe it. Man's got the sauce sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on Night Hero. It's like 3K gems just for playing the events and doing challenges. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Like we were at maybe like 100 gems earlier. We spent some gems on the we were trying to pull for something, and the G Golem deck. We like wasted our gems last week for G Golems. We had to even buy gems, if you can believe it, to build G Golems. And now we're back at almost 5,000 gems. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Loss. How do you feel about cubics? Cubics are good. I think they're fun. I think they can steal a lot of games, and they have a lot of like really powerful cards. They are kind of a gimmick deck, so they're really just like a one-track OTK deck, but you know they're there. I saw a skill drain in the GX anime and had a heart attack. You should. Good. My first matchup in the Duelist Cup was against Runic Synchro. Plus Plasma. What's he playing Plasma for? It's because the Synchro people get in their mind they can play some jank, and they're like, yeah, it's good. I'm saying, what's going on, Denkaiju? Hello, by the way. Hello, hello. The lowest, they lowered the UR percentage. I would believe it. Yeah, 2 black whirlwinds, that's game. I mean, they have everything they could ever want here, so we're there. Pebble Dog. Yeah, G Golem was fun. G Golem was a lot of fun. Yeah, when tier comes out, they'll have to increase the timers. No way they can play 300. I think one thing that's like with the tier limit mirrors, tier limit was also very long because they had turns that were back and forth, and resolving chain links did get very confusing. In Master Duel, it does it all for you. So in theory, it should be faster. And because the timer pauses between chain links, it's probably going to be easier, but I don't actually know. I think they might have to increase it to like 350. I think it was, what was it before? 400? It was 400 before, right? Or 500? That was the seconds. I can't remember what it was before the new time changes. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a few months from the game. The rewards for the cup have really helped me get back into building some sprites. I think it's great. This came around at the same time as the Gaia stuff, and as, of course, by the end of the month, we're going to have new packs come out. So this is a very good timing for this event to be giving gems, which is awesome. 500 seconds at launch. That's what it was, yeah. That's what it was. We're going to get Kali Yuga, aren't we? I imagined, yeah. We're going to do something. But I'm here. I'm good just to chill on this one and just see where it goes. Worst case scenario, we could maybe try to play through the Forbidden Droplet. I doubt it, but hey, it's okay. That's going to be okay. Yeah, I just used the Salamangreat structure deck, and it was very fun to use in silver. I unironically think that the Salamangreat structure deck, playing 3 of them, is probably good enough to get into like a upper gold for sure. I think it's actually not that bad. Now adding in the new cards is gonna be really good, but what? Okay, Borreload Savage Dragon. I feel it. It was the timer was 480. I gotcha. Yeah, Kick Colossal will probably be semi'd when tier comes out. It will. Most of the tier cards might be semi'd. If we're seeing the Ishizu cards get pre-hit before they come out in Master Duel, I would not be surprised if they do that too. I would not be surprised. I got some bibimbap over here, and I'm really wanting to eat it, but I'm also like kind of full. Okay, well the good thing is I can beat over anything, but I need to play through this hand. If he's got a Max C, then I'm kind of boned, but you know, they're there. Did you guys notice how he started the turn with 2 cards plus what was that Blackwing card plus Simoon and 1 Black Whirlwind, and this whole combo popped off. So this was like a 3-card combo. I'll eat it for you. Thank you, Rainbow Starboy. Oh, what's going on, Rainbow Starboy? Hello. And Denied, hello, good to see you as well. I'd rather they hit support around cards like Grass or Curious. Yes. 110%. I absolutely would. I'm just thinking myself, if they would just hit the decks that are actually problematic. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I'm still loving Crystal Beast, Advanced Crystal Beast in the Duelist Cup. I've switched to Branded over the past few games, but nothing compares to smacking people with 11k Monster. That's actually super sick. Hey, how's it going, King Metal? Good to see you. How's the climbing? Any ideas on heroes outing Boral End Dragon? The only thing that outs a Boral End Dragon, unfortunately, is like a Droplet or a Dark Ruler. And there's nothing else you can really do about it. You can technically hit over it if you want to, but you have to then play through some of the negations. But yeah, climbing's going okay. We're at Duelist level 18, I think we're at right now, or Duelist level 17 still? Question mark? Is Duelist Cup leveling the same system as Ranked, or do I need to win streak to level up? You need a win streak to level up, but it ends a lot faster. Okay, this hand is beatable. Very beatable now. All right. Just leave Chaos Ruler alone, please. No. Is Branded still S tier? It's still very strong. I don't know about S tier, but it is very, very powerful. Okay. Fusion Destiny. He had an Ash Blossom, right? Oh, I am sorry. That was incorrect. You are the weakest link. You may not pass go. I think that's everything we need to negate. I think that back row is actually something problematic, but I'll just do those two. You may not pass go. You may not collect 200 Jaden dollars. I'll just do the Phantom Knights guy. All right. Summon DPE. Send the 2, and then now we rock. All right. Isn't the background of the rank up? I believe it is, but I'm going to try to see if I can snipe it out with our Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. I believe it has to target still. So worst case scenario, we just go for a line. So we go for, yeah, Trinity Crash, exactly. Here it is. Target 1 Dark XYZ monster. Oh, what you gonna target? Oh, I am also so sorry. We're going to be OTKing you now. So we destroy you. We destroy you. Bye. Shadow Mist effect activates. I think we're going to go ahead and go for Stratos, and then we're going to go for Vision Hero Trinity. Activate the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. We're going to activate the effect of Malicious. Boom, here we are. We'll go for, oh, whoa, we have to hold on now. We'll go for Denier, and we can still do this. We'll go for Denier effect. We'll go for Mally. He should have ranked up immediately. That's what I'm saying. So we'll go for 2. We don't even really need to beat over this guy, but we're gonna be slamming it. Cross Crusader effect will target the Denier. I guess we could target the DPE, but you know, what does that really do for us? We'll go for Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader here seems fine. Yeah, sure. Why not? Cross Crusader here. Now, going for Honest Neos does get us there. Alternative, I can go for Ferris. Ferris, discard the Vion to have, like, definitive OTK. Because I kind of want the Liquid Soldier. But I also don't want the Liquid Soldier. That's fine. I'll go for Honest Neos. Honest Neos effect in hand will normal summon the Stratos. Stratos effects will activate, so we're going to go and add a hero monster from deck to our hand. We're going to add a hero monster from deck to our hand. That's going to be the elemental hero, Liquid Lad. Then after that, we're going to go for a nice and simple polymerization. Polymerization, we're going to go ahead and fuse for the Jaden BR Classic. 1, 2, and 3. For Vision Hero, Trinity. And over Trinity's effect, and then we're gonna go for Liquid Soldier effect, draw 2 cards and discard 1. Hiya! Nice, Miracle Fusion, we got in there. All right. You know, chat, we were kind of memeing at the start of this game, like, oh, what if this is Aleximo? I cannot believe I'm gonna be able to say this to a Blackwing player, but I think we can. I'm gonna go ahead and swing in here with Vision Hero Trinity. Damage step? Nope, wrong one. It's okay. That's fine. We almost lost it. All right. Nice cleanup, everyone. We did it. Absolutely did it. And that's our Duelist level up. Duelist level 18. Easy peasy. What's going on, Brandon J? Pretty hyped for Trinity. We were playing a pure blind going second build. So I decided to play. This is the deck that we're going to be checking in for the MCS. That's right. However, that wasn't the damage step. It was the battle step. I was a little bit afraid of missing it while doing my meme, so I just fired it off early. So yeah, what if you do? What do you do? What do you think if Konami did something like a soft limit and a hard limit? Soft limit is like we have right now, and hard limit is like Duel Links. So you can only have specific decks affecting others. I think it's interesting for deck building specifically, right? Because when you have cards, let's say, for example, Harpy's Feather Duster at 1 means I can't play Crossout, which means my deck is different. The contingency is all around something like Max C, for example. Maximum C means if you're playing some of these one-of cards, means I can't play Rhoda, means I have to forego certain types of back row removal. So it is kind of weakening. It's kind of weakening everything across the board, which I like in Duel Links because the meta is so much more controllable. Like, it's so much easier for Konami to balance that game because the card pool is smaller and because the jank is a little bit less. It's also kind of a different game. So I think it works there. I don't really think it works in the TCG. It'd be interesting to play with, though. I think it'd be very fascinating for a card game to do that on this scale. But it would take a lot of other balancing just to make that work, I would say, for sure. Yeah, poor guy probably opened great for once and to still lose it. He's probably like, yo, oh, I got this. No interruptions. Let's go. I'm saying. Yeah, like Trinity is kind of sick. I don't like Trinity on most occasions, but I think going second blind heroes, Trinity is just like a nice and cleanup style thing, which is awesome. But yeah, do you know what your side deck will be? No clue, not yet. When I get there, I'll get there. I think last time, we were prepping our side deck really early, and I didn't end up making the top cut. So if I do get to top cut, I think it's just going to be predominantly like back row removal, maybe a little more interruptions, different forms of back removal, like maybe a couple Nibiru for like Math Mech, maybe. But for now, this is our going second hero build. Yeah, why the second Vision Hero instead of Decimator? I like Adoration as a card if I hard draw Poly that I can make, and I don't feel bad about linking it off. And oftentimes when I need to make Adoration, it's because I can't make Dangerous and I can't make Escuriado. So now I would say the Link 3 extra hero Cross Crusader, extra hero Dread Decimator is very strong, but I can usually clean up the game without having to do piercing damage and also having to do to go into a Link 3 regardless. And sometimes I don't have the material for a Link 3, you know? Droplet doesn't target. Droplet does not target. That is correct. This card is incredible at 3. I highly recommend playing it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, why do you think Konami made this game's ban list closer to the OCG? Probably for easier balancing, and for all intents and purposes, Konami is a Japanese developer, and generally Japanese developers tend to skew more towards like Japan in terms of how they balance games or how they design games. If that makes any sense. It's something that like Nintendo kind of deals with too in terms of like their marketing or how they sell products. It's the exact same type of like philosophy where the OCG is their bread and butter. It's what they usually plan for, and then they let like everyone else do their own thing, kind of, you know. But you know, it's there. Yeah, in my opinion, dueling style limitations are far too restrictive. I am in favor of banning combos. However, banning something like Electromite plus Astrograph or Verte plus DPE, so you can play either but not both. Completely agree. I think certain combos should be banned, for sure. Are you coming back to TCG when Dino support comes out? I would love to. Probably, yeah. I think that'd be great. I'd be super down. Because, like, Dinos are really straightforward. I think they're really fun to play, and then all the new stuff is, like, really interesting. I'd be curious to know what kind of deck profiles are going to be out there. For sure. What's going on, Kyle? Hello. Tiered ban list. We won the die roll. Going second. Don't feel bad about it. Meta decks banned in bronze have won. Oh, that'd be insane. Tiered ban list? Isn't that just like Farfus Tournament? Like the last deck standing? That'd be crazy. Yeah, back row and then nib. That's pretty much all you need, right? I agree. And also you have the OCG rulings too. That's true. That's true. That makes a good point. Yeah, why not Malicious? Malicious Bane. I don't think it's a bad card. It just doesn't feel as effective in like this format specifically. And I don't know. It's a lot of times it's just because like getting to Malicious Bane is like kind of hard, but wow, already there. Easy peasy. How's the deck going second? Going first? Normal. It's normal hero shenanigans. Like, you know, our hand there was Maxi, Hero Lives, Fusion Destiny, Cross Out. So we had everything. And so we could do a lot. Yeah, no Dark Angel, no Plasma. I think Dark Angel is so greedy. I think it's, especially for going second build, I think it's so greedy. But it's good. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. No, Plasma though. Plasma might be worth it, but it's not that great. Yeah, but going first, it's just normal heroes shenanigans. It's actually not like anything crazy. Because we already have Fusion Destiny, I kind of want to go for Shadow Mist here. Because what do I really get out of Stratos? I don't really think I get anything, and Shadow Mist does allow me to get to a lot, but I guess we'll just go for Stratos because this feels good. And we're gonna be able to OTK pretty much regardless. Yeah, me and Maxi resolves. Let's go. Okay, so it was getting imperm pretty much regardless. Do I care about this? Not really. I don't really care too much about this. I'm gonna wait. This Fusion Destiny is much more important to me, so I'm gonna wait the cross out. Reminder, it's my left column. So I'm gonna go far right. We're gonna go Fusion Destiny. Even though I guess we already know he didn't have an Ash. Like we pretty much, that was guaranteed. I don't know why I decided to do that. It's fine. Just Phoenix Enforcer on the board. I don't really know what he contends with here. We're just gonna go for Malicious, and we're gonna go nuts. So I'm gonna go for these two. I'm gonna go for Cross Crusader on the board. I want to see you make a Hero and Dark Magician deck combination, a Yugi Jaden combo deck, like together. That sounds like it would be insane. Ghost Ogre. Man, everyone's on the Ghost Ogre tech nowadays. Jeez, sus. That's fine. It doesn't really do anything for us. It does suck because we now have to use like are Dread Decimator's other effect to summon itself, and also Malicious to get back some shenanigans. That's really obnoxious, but whatever. All right, go for Mally. Yeah, I think we have to go for Mally here. We have to go for Mally. We're gonna just go ahead and swing face and pass. Yeah, I don't know. Chemical Critters? Oh, Pog, let's go. Yeah, having Bane get negated and sent back to hand is like, it feels really bad. It's really hard to out for certain decks, but it's really, really not that great. Yeah, when we get Wake Up Your Hero and the Flame Wingman retrain, heroes, well, I mean, heroes are always going to be at full power pretty much every single time. But, okay, I think what I might do here is have to just swing face and pray. My hand is good enough to pretty much handle anything they have, so what am I really getting out of this besides just like more value? I don't really think I'm getting anything special. Like Crosskeeper attributes, go for Vion. Go for Vion. Can I OTK here? Vion send, add. No, I don't OTK here pretty much regardless. I'm just gonna go Battle Phase. I'll go Malian. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. I'll take 5. That works. All right. Take 1,000. Nice little fat stack. Yeah. And then we'll go for a 25. Easy peasy. Our main phase 2. We'll just go ahead and set we'll throw down a couple of face downs and end our turn. Nice. Nice. Hot take, but I actually love Maxi and Sprite format. I think it's really funny that a lot of decks are playing around it in the form of like draw deck milling cards. Those I think it's actually like hilarious. That's like a thing. This just works, right? Sprite starter, maybe? Smashers or starter? Ghost Ogre. Oh. Again, interesting. Well, I think that means we still win. So we get to destroy Mally, destroy their blue. And we'll get to activate our, like that's, and we just outvalue there. Easy peasy. Nice. Keep on going. Yeah, out of all the decks, which do you think had wasted potential? Oh, Chemical Critters in the response to that. I think Chemical Critters is definitely up there. I mean, obviously the Gemini monsters are pretty under-realized. Ursartix, even though Ursartix got crazy good support recently, I'm super hyped for Ursartix coming out. Because we can search our draw 7. Isn't that cool? Oh. Okay. This is a rare moment where we might just lose because we don't have interruptions or board breakers, and that happens. That's unfortunately happens. Our hand is good enough to play through certain things, but not good enough to play through like 2 interruptions, maybe 2 or 3. And he's playing a pile deck, so we're he's playing Thunder Dragon pile deck. Okay, this is gonna be a wash. This is gonna be a loss. I can already tell. Unless we draw specifically evenly matched or Forbidden Droplet. We're gonna manifest Forbidden Droplet, but that's gonna be about it. So DPE was a mistake. True. DPE was a mistake because of how generic it is. If only heroes can play it, I think would be solid. But you know, I've been thinking since the beginning of Master Duel, the best of one, a blind second deck might be the best deck. They're at least way stronger than the TCG. Completely agree. Completely agree. Let me expand on this. So one of the reasons why Numeron is actually super effective inside of Master Duel is because of the best of one format. Like when you think about it, in theory, best of ones make going second strategies much better. That's not always the case. But what I will say is that they're much better than the TCG in select formats. There are certain formats in the TCG where going second options are viable, or actually like fairly strong. But it's all about the tools that the going second strategies are given in order to actually do anything. You feel? So it's like, on one hand, we can definitely see that there is like going second potential in Master Duel across the board. You know, Cyber Dragons, Numerons, a lot of other OTK type strategies that are just like good stuff, OTK turbo going second. Infinitrax and the train cards are all very strong. Heroes are one of these decks that I've always felt can go first or second, but does have a very strong going second matchup. The idea is you can trade 1-for-1 down with hand traps, and then you just break apart boards and you get value back. It's a very straightforward way of playing that I think does actually really work, but it's really interesting that Master Duel has kind of perfected that. Just by the way, that back row being anything right now is going to be a big pain in the booty. So Vion, I don't think we can break this board. I don't think we can actually break this board. No, we can. We can go Verte. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was some bullshit. I knew it, dude. I knew it. I knew it. Unbanished Light and Dark. I knew it, dog. All right. Well, I guess we just set a card and we pass. That's all we can really do here. That was pretty necessary for us to get DPE and try to hammer over. But it's again like something like that we still could have played through, even though our hand had 0 interruptions and 0 interactions. So is Gemini FTK still good? I don't think it's as good. I know they got new Gemini cards, but I think it's really susceptible to Maxi and Nibiru and Imperm and all sorts of hand traps that people are just main decking out the ass. Plus, it's not very good going second. That's what I will say. It's not very good going second. Yeah, I feel like I keep saying that Errata Fusion Destiny, call by, I guess. I keep on saying that they get Errata Fusion Destiny so you can only summon heroes the turn you activate it. It's pretty easy. I don't really understand why they didn't do it in the first place, because this is a very strong card. But then some may argue that at the time it was released, the card pool wasn't even that strong anyways. And so maybe Fusion Destiny wasn't even really that good. Some would argue that. I don't know who they were, but they sound pretty handsome and smart. Can you believe Thunder Dragon Colossus is in the game, by the way? Just a stupid card. Why is it even legal? Yeah, thanks to the new Flame Wingman, Wake Up turn 1 hero is even stronger now. True, very true. It's also really susceptible to Nibiru, but then again, depends on the format. Using Gemini FTK and already reached Diamond rank with the FTK 8000 first turn with Black Garden and Armadillo. That's crazy. It's actually crazy. Sounds pretty good though. So, in theory, we can still summon Liquid Soldier, go Vion, send, and then go for DPE the next turn. I think that's what we're going to have to see, unless he draws specifically something that we don't really need. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Dark Law, but for Thunders. For some reason, it can be summoned from any deck. Yeah, it is like the Dark Law of Thunder Dragons. I can believe that. We know all the cards in hand, right? Man, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened this turn. Oh God, no. God, okay. Okay. Give me something, Lord. Give me something to believe in. Give me something to believe in. God dang, the one back row is gonna do it for us. Check it out. It could be, oh, never mind. I wasn't worried. You were worried. I was chilling. It's fine. Completely good. It was so good, in fact. I was just so good. So good, in fact. Yeah, super good. Not even worried. I was so good. You saw me about to maul there? No way. No way. I wasn't about to maul there at all. Oh, we were big chillin'. And thank God we didn't mess up and we drew our Mally. Only one Thunder Dragon in the deck, so this is going to be fun. We'll go for a quick battle phase. We're going to go in. DP can pretty much solo here, so that's going to be nice. And we got all the value in the world, so that's going to be good. Unfortunately, we can't summon anymore past this turn, but DP should be able to get us to the next turn at the very least, and we have a full graveyard for Mally and Denier. So, should be all right. He does get to banish his Thunder Dragon Roar, so that's fine. And we just get to pop it with Destroy Phoenix Enforcer this turn, so. That's fine, yeah. And return it to your hand during the end phase. That's gonna be difficult. Hello, Thunder Dragon Hawk. It discards banish or sent to the field, the graveyard. You can shuffle any number of cards, draw that many cards. I think what we want to do is just go for Verte, pop the Dragon Hawk. And then, like, that's the worst thing we can do here. Like, we want to do Colossus, but we can always out the Colossus on our next turn, so that's fine. We do give him some shenanigans, but that's going to be okay. So, and we don't want to have him be able to recycle the Colossus. That's what I will say. Yeah, ways to win with heroes. 1, always draw Mally. True. Always draw Mally, always draw Increase. True. What's going on, Xenokun? Hello. Good to see you. You know, I don't really keep it with the TCG. What does Wake Up Your E-Hero do? So Wake Up Your E-Hero is it's a special summon. If it's popped, I believe, I can't remember what the on-field effect actually does. It's something pretty decent though, from what I understand. But it's also generic. That's also the big thing. It's generic, which is nice. Or for heroes, it's generic. Yeah, gonna need some good luck with Magic Maven searching for the Pharaoh rare. Oh, good luck. That sounds like it's gonna be kind of hard, actually. Yeah, but let's summon any warrior through the deck, which is pretty nice, actually. Oh, cool, set monster. What's good? What's good, Thunder Dragon Colossus? I think we're gonna go ahead and go end of main is fine. End phase, we're gonna have to out this guy anyway, so we're gonna go destroy you. I'm gonna pop the back row. It was a chaos space. Okay, interesting. What's good, Swolelax channel? True. I mean, I gotta hang out with John sometime soon. Oh, Ash Blossom's pretty decent here. Is Predaplant still comps here? I don't know. It's probably it's fairly good for comp, I would say. All right, we're gonna go for Destroy Phoenix Enforcer on the board. We do have to force him to banish the card, so at the very least, we might be there. We're playing Chaos. I think today we're gonna be playing some so we're running back with the Chaos build, and that's not a good impression. Don't listen to that. All right. So we're gonna have to out this board after battle phase, and that's perfectly fine. We can pretty much solo with just this, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for Mally's effect. What's going on, Platinum Soap? Hello, good to see you. If you had character narration on your life, who'd you be picking? If I had character narration on my life, who would I be picking? I'd probably want to pick, like, honestly, Yugi, probably just Yugi, right? Dan Green's voice narrating my life. And then he drove all the way to the Bim Bim Bop location. And he spoke to the man and said, "Hello, I have a pickup order." It wasn't a very good order, but it was his. You know, that kind of shenanigans I think would be really funny. Okay, all right. Battle phase. We get to swing in, and he gets to banish his Dragon Hawk, which I think is nice. How the game's been? It's actually been pretty all right. Yeah, if we got Gate Guardian support in the TCG, that mill and shuffle cards in Master Duel, what's next? Oh man, we got so much stuff on the horizon for Master Duel, it's crazy. But honestly, the Gate Guardian stuff in the TCG is very cool. I like it a lot. Okay, Dragon Hawk effect. Come on. Hello. Connection. I think he's going to banish a Lightning Dark. He returned to the gas station for the 6th time today to purchase his 20th bag of sour gummy worms. An interesting tactic for sure. I am kind of curious what his bottom card is. It's Mudora. Oh, I don't want that in the graveyard at all. That is really strong. That is very, very powerful. Not good. Not what we want to see. Actually, that is very bad. Very bad indeed. Okay. We are not, that shuffles back all of our cool graveyard effects. So we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. Has anyone ever told you that you look like the football player Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Yes. Actually, not even joking, I have been told before that I have a striking resemblance to Zlatan. And in fact, you know, when you're compared to Ferrari, that's, you know, where's my hairband? That doesn't matter. Hold on. I've been told, especially when I have my hair back, that I look a lot like a young Zlatan. And I don't know how to take that because it's very funny to me. I'm like interesting. I've heard Adam Driver. I've heard Zlatan. I've heard Jesus, of course, because of this. I've heard so much. I've heard so much from this. You can use it on the field too? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've heard so many like different strange comparisons, but Zlatan has been one of them. It's there. Jensen Ackles. I've gotten, oh yeah, Johnny Depp and Jensen Ackles. I have actually seen both. I've seen both. All right. Now we're in a pretty decent spot. What's funny is that this Medora is, yeah, so you can use on field too. That's upsetting. Don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays. That's right. That's right. Ben Swolo. I actually like him a lot. I like Adam Driver. He's a neat guy, you know. What's next? You say Infernobles? True. Sirius back. Yeah, I've heard Gary Oldman was mentioned last stream, literally 2 days ago. Someone was like working on that Gary Oldman cosplay, and I'm like, yeah, kinda, yeah. Did I already use? I already used Liquid Soldier. I did. Perfectly fine. I can use Ferris for this. Do you have a deck profile of this on the channel? I don't yet. It's going to be used for the MCS this coming weekend. So we will have a deck profile on it soon, and I can show you the deck after this, actually. Yeah, who else? I've gotten Jensen Ackles. I've gotten Jesus, Johnny Depp, Zlatan, Gary Oldman. I've gotten Pedro Pascal when my hair is shorter. Actually, Pedro Pascal when my hair is shorter is also a very common one. Also an extremely common one. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Do I want to set Fusion Destiny? I think I kind of do. Just in case. Right? Maybe not. Which trap tricks stable be best with? Actually, what trap tricks staple would be best with? Actually, I'm not quite sure. Most of the time if I'm playing any type of trap tricks deck, is normally just like the most straightforward stuff. I haven't actually seen the new cards yet. But I also, you know, trap tricks Monka S. Aaron Yeager with my hair tied back. That's fair. Ashley plays Vision here in the manga. Yes, yeah, actually that's where a lot of our new support, which is super cool to see, come out. I think I'm gonna do Fusion Destiny. Because if he has the Medora, then I can just do this. Trap tricks with Virus. Virus is a good tech, actually, that's not a bad one. Or one of the viruses. Yeah, I somehow can only see young Zlatan resemblance. It's just the thing, you know. But thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate it. It's the hair, it's the face, it's the nose, it's all that. Has someone ever told you look like Swolelax? Whoa! No way! Whoa, Swolelax is my favorite guy! Yeah! That's the guy. Yeah, people for like 5 years now have been telling me that, and I'm like, Swolelax, what? I don't think he's gonna use that effect, by the way. This effect seems like it's not gonna be happening. So I think he's gonna try to wait for DPE. But that's fine. That's why I also kind of reset the Fusion Destiny so I can get a little more shenanigans in here. Do you think the anime was good as it was, or better if it was closer to the manga? Oh, chat. This is cheating, right? Look at this. Look at this hand. This is just cheating. All right. And now we end our turn. And now we end our turn. There we go. I think if it was better, it was closer to the manga, I think it would be a little bit better. I think we would get, like, a lot of the cards would make a lot more sense. And I think that this would be like a little bit easier in terms of like getting the characters down. But I do like the anime for a lot of things that it did comparatively to the manga. I think it added a lot of character and added a lot of storylines that were interesting. But I do think that there is quite a bit to say about, like, you know, what the anime took from us, especially because of the 4Kids adaptations, right? Especially when we got to like 5Ds, that's when it really, really started to show. But draw phase max C, by the way, that's how you know I'm serious. A lot of death, a lot of death. Or no, there's never any death. We're just sending them to the shadow realm, into the stars, you know? He's just a boy, by God. Vrains doesn't have a manga. I've heard Vrains is very good. Finger gun? True. That's right. You know what's crazy? I think he's maybe gonna try to OTK us here. I think we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna Ash Blossom this. Sorry for spamming. Hey, no problem at all. It wasn't actually as crazy though. I think last time it was coming in triplets. This one was just 2, which is neat. What's going on, Taylor? Hello, how's it going? You think they'll ever dub the fourth season of GX? I hope they do. That'd be sick. But I can't necessarily see it happening anytime soon. It'd be later, much later. Arc V had more line incest. Jesus us. So I did not pull the Pharaoh Magician Girl, but I pulled a Pharaoh Neos. Yo! Oh, that's sick. But if you already have one, I mean, you know, it's okay to have a playset. That's nice. The manga makes Chaz or Majoran less of a joke since it has no Ojamas. That's a good point. That's a good a slight good one because he plays more of the Thunder stuff, right? He plays this, goes for Chaos Valkyria. Is he gonna banish Light in the Dark? He has a Light in the Dark. He has a Light in the Dark in the graveyard. So that's gonna be fun. It's gone, Jordan B. Hello, how's it going? GX is the best out of all the 7 arcs, not even close. I agree. Someone say Chaz? It's gone, Jack. Hello. Now that I've read the incest scene, I'm even less inclined to watch Arc V. True. Season 4 dub Lost Forever? I'm hoping so. Because then I can firmly just say to myself, they don't want to do it for us. If it's Lost Forever, I don't have to worry about it. But I need to know that before you know I get my hopes up. It's like the Hawkeye meme. It's like, don't do that. Don't get my hopes up like that. I'm just wanting it so badly. You can imagine how fun it would be. They'd sound so different. It sounds so wacky comparatively to like before. It'd be really funny. But yeah, it depends on which anime. The Zexal and GX manga aren't nearly as good as the anime. The GX manga has only 65 chapters and doesn't have any of the best stuff like Ubel plotline and is more like DM overall. Yeah, see, that's fair. I think that like the tone and stuff is very much similar to what it was before. Oh, he banished his snow. That feels bad. That feels very bad. He hasn't really, yeah, Necroface, he's gonna try to, we have 19 cards. You think he's gonna be able to do it? Okay. I really don't know what this deck does anymore. Yeah, would you say your favorite archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is heroes or something else? I love heroes. They are probably my favorite archetype of all time. Obviously. Cyber Dragon's very close second. Love me some Cyber Dragons, very close and near dear to my heart. GX stuff, like essentially all the time. My third favorite? If I had just 3 favorite decks this holiday season, it would be for all the children of the world to join hands and sing together in the spirit of peace and harmony. If I had 2 wishes this holiday season, what's going on, Daniel? Hello, it's good to see you. If I what's like my third like non-GX related deck? I love me some. Okay. Interesting that you do this. Sure. Probably Ursartic. Yeah, Daniel's got it right. Ursartic is like unironically like such a fun deck to play, and it's so bad though. But then also I really do like Salamangreat. Salamangreat it holds a special place in my heart because they like I played so much competitive during TOS format, and I got topped some PPGs and some regionals, and I had such a great time doing as many events as possible all the time. It was so great. It was so much fun. So Salamangreats hold a special place in my heart for being such an interesting, cool deck during TOS format, and especially because they were a structure deck, so that really does serve a great new purpose for me. So yeah, our Startics apparently are getting new support. Yeah, I've heard it is incredible. Minerva's here. This is interesting. This Fairy Tale Snow is going to be getting a little bit annoying, so I'm just going to try to prompt this Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, that's fine. Why does the Neos have a summoning animation? I'm saying actually. Sal's my favorite deck after Heroes. It is such a fun deck. I like it. I like it so much. It's just interesting, It has so many cool things. It's like one of the only Link decks that I'm like, it felt like a tried and true Link deck. And that was, again, competitively viable and was a lot of fun. So I do like it a lot. I have 6 seconds left, by the way. This is really interesting. I just started my turn now. Or he just started his turn. I feel like he has so much stuff. Why doesn't Boral End have a summoning animation? Boral End probably should. Out of all the Boral monsters, like out of boss monsters, that one probably should. Yeah, like I agree that one probably should. GX is the best character development, 5Ds is the best story-driven plot, Zexal has a kid-friendly content, and Duel monsters gave us memorabilia and Vrains, which was a flop based off, in my opinion. I have heard people really like Vrains, which is very interesting. See, this is where Plasma would come very much in handy. I'm just gonna normal summon Stratos and activate the effect of Stratos. We'll add a hero monster from our deck to our hand. We'll just get. We have Snow, I think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards total. So we're gonna go for Snow. We've got Liquid Soldier. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try to pop off my. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my Absolute Zero out of here. We'll take a 2 for 1. I'll pop my Fusion Destiny, pop their Minerva, so I don't have to worry about it. Not quite sure. We have a Wicked Gods animation? Yeah, why does the Wicked Gods have an animation? That doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right at all. That seems actually kind of wrong, really. But it's fine. Not a single Dark Warrior monster has an animation, or Dark World monster has an animation. That seems about right. Those things would take way too long if they had an animation, for real. Oh, Kelbeck. Well, Kelbeck's interesting. That's fine. Again, this game's taking longer than it needs to, and we are definitely in just a winning position. So I just don't want to get like milled out and get some like shenanigans going on here. So we're gonna go attack position. We'll be fine. Yo, what's going on, Duality Man? Hello, good to see you. Grapha probably does need one. That's true. That's true. Yeah, Grapha definitely needs one. All right, let's go for a Stratos in. I'm going to wait for the Sunrise because I think we're going to need it. Because what I think is going to happen is we're going to need the Sunrise specifically for 4 copies of Snow. So Snow and also Giant Rex are going to be on. We're going to need the Sunrise to pop around Ab-Zero to clear, and then there it is. There it is, baby. 32 likes. Oh, feels good. Thank you guys so much for liking the stream, by the way. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, Sacred Beast and Wicked Gods. Or Egyptian gods at home. The Sacred Beast, I wish were just so much cooler. They're so cool. True, Matthew brings up a good point, because Neos is too thick for the animation. I can agree. All right. So now what? Now what? He's going to have a lot more banishes here, and I just very much am going to be so upset by this. Oh my gosh. There's Necrophase. Top 5 cards after deck, 18, 10. We take 10 cards, 8 cards left in our deck. That's not very good. Dislike that. Just bricked a Punk Lightsworn deck. First counter to the Lightsworn effect, then nuked his Punk, forcing him to use the Punk effect that summons 1 Punk from grave. That actually seems like a pretty decent. Whereas the Zexal sub, it's not on Crunchyroll unlike the others. I think the Zexal was owned by Nickelodeon, I thought, or Disney. I think it's owned by Disney technically, right? So like streaming rights wise, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't care to play in Duelist this format. Yeah, the Duelist Cup is weird because I think it's a really good option for us. We're just testing out for the MCS this weekend, which we did get into. But I do think it's good testing out some stuff. I just don't quite know how effective it's gonna be yet. And we're on a really solid roll. Our hands have been crazy, but pile decks have something I do need some practice on. So this is good for us to know. And we another 10, 8. Like this is going to be really, 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 really something absolutely awful because we do have to start clearing this board. What do you think the next Yu-Gi-Oh movie will be? I've heard rumors that they're going to be trying to do something for the 25th anniversary, the 25th quarter century. Oh, I know Swolcade. I mean. Guys, I have new news for Yu-Gi-Oh! A GX movie will be coming out sometime soon. That's correct. You heard it here. I don't know when, but the rumors have been crazy. New Yu-Gi-Oh! Leaks. Completely fine. I think I should have just gone for the Giant Rex. I don't know why I was doing that. Like, I retargeted the Medora like it was a wasted effect. Damage calc? I kind of had to do that, unfortunately. We'll go for Giant Rex. The Medora shuffles back some stuff. I mean, he has so much gas here with just the Snow. The Snow is like absolutely ridiculous here. Are the GX actors still around? They are actually. Jaden and Aster both did the World Championship, I thought. Not the Worlds. They did the NAWCQ, I thought. Yeah. Is this your regular hero deck? It is. For a new GX movie, what do you think the plot would be? The new plot for the movie is going... I don't know. If I had to guess, it would have to pick up right after the last arc, right? Flip. And now we're going to have to wait. So he's got Thunder Dragon Dark, which is still going to be kind of a problem, but we do have quite a bit here. And he should be dead on the next... But unless he can mill us for 8 next game. Next turn, he's going to mill us for 8, and then we have to go. Which he's still not out of this. I mean, he's got a lot of cards banished, but we're still in there. Jaden finally Oh my god. Biggest wasted character in the UX anime? Alexis is definitely... They could have done stuff a lot, like really, really cool with Alexis. Kind of like how they did with... or with, I'm blanking on my 5Ds girl, Rose Dragon girl. They very easily could have done something with Alexis, but they decided against it, and I'm not really sure why. Akiza, that's what it is. I was thinking like it's Ashizu, right? Ashiza or Kizakata. Akiza, yeah, Akiza. Yeah, prime example of how hybrid decks don't always make the theme stronger, especially not in Yu-Gi-Oh! True, very true. Yeah, Shonen's not allowed to have good female characters. Sadly true. Sadly true. One call by changes this entire game, by the way. I know he probably milled my call buys, but one call, no, he only milled, okay, we actually used one call by already. That's fine. One call by changes this entire game, which is incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we wait now. Yeah, all female characters get the shafted, anime characters, the MC is always secretly gay. Well, you know, what's funny about it is that Johan Anderson is Jaden's best friend. What's the life point difference in this match? 46 to 37. So we're at an 1100 difference in life points, and we have an absolute 0. We've got a what did you target? You target DPE? I do have to use DPE, which is unfortunate, but you know, necessary. Just to get value. Maybe I don't want him banishing more things with the punk stuff, but I think that's probably fine. We'll get rid of Stratos. We'll get rid of his Snow. So, yeah, it's lucky we got him in the 4th season since they offered him in the manga. True. Punk is toxic. I think Punk's fine. Punk's really cool. But this is really interesting. This is like the mill pile decks that just have all gas or like slight control. It's very strange. And especially because now Snow, Fairy Tale Snow, multiple copies of this. With no Snow in this game, we win 10 out of 10. But now we're taking like another 4 hours for this game just to play around a single copy of Snow. Can you imagine if there was multiple copies of Snow? Discards a non once per turn. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be cool if Jaden used more masked heroes in the movie. That'd be insane. It'd be really cool. Yeah, I always wish Pegasus had more screen time. Flamboyant characters are so funny in the anime. I think they do a really good job of doing that, by the way. Smoke Grenade Power Tool. I've been seeing that pop up, and that is some shenanigans, true. I play a similar deck, but with rockets. Just so much gas. Dragon Link, I think, is unironically better than these pile decks. Pile Dragon Link is good. It's based. It makes sense. These decks are cringe, not cool, and lame. I will give you that. I don't like Dragon Link on some occasions, particularly when I'm losing to them. But I at least think that a 60-card pile Dragon Link deck is very normal for me. Seeing Fairy Tale Snow loops, seeing banishing stuff, especially in a best of one, is like bad. Especially because this deck can also play Maxi. This deck can also play Thunder Dragon Colossus, which sucks. So I'm not a fan of whatever is going on here at all. But it's okay because we're either going to mill out or we're going to lose anyways. So we might as well. Do people actually have fun playing these kind of decks? Yeah, I think people do. Like, so in theory, a lot of these decks are kind of like old. They feel a lot like old school Yu-Gi-Oh decks, where you're just kind of playing a bunch of good cards that synergize together. So learning what your synergies are, learning what kind of lines you can and can't take, are kind of the fun part about this. Now, inside of Master Duel specifically, I think one thing that's super dumb is you have cards like Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, the Shizu cards that I think are not very fun, but they're fine. Fairy Tale Snow, which is really dumb, that you can abuse and use to effectively like troll your opponent. It's not very good, you know? And that's That's what really hurts, and that's what really sucks, right? Like, yeah, it's fun watching your opponent deck out, but it's not very, I don't think it's very fun whenever you're playing with cards that are just obviously super exploitable by these means. Like, Fairytale Snow here in this game specifically has just carried. And these type of decks using Fairytale Snow for infinite fodder and infinite damage is stuff that I just think is like so obnoxious for the game. You know, it's like on both spectrums, like playing things that are toxic can be a spectrum. You can have toxic combo decks, you can have toxic control decks. And while on average, toxic control decks are typically more common because floodgates are everywhere, something like this deck is like dangerous because there is just so many things that can and should go wrong, and it's really rough. So, are Crystal Beasts playable on ranked now? I would say so. Crystal Beasts are very strong, especially the new support out. It's actually fairly good too. But yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, one archetype I loved that would help was Heraldic Beast and Heraldry, because it had cool concept, a royal crest, and they were a great villain in Zexal. That's pretty cool. Says a guy who has a spell card that auto fusions the strongest counter in the game. True. Very true. True. And Darklaw is the only valid floodgate. Even more true. You know what I think about it? When I really think about it, that's actually true. It's like, that's true. It's very true. So true. Let's go on Silver Gaming Network. So many people I play on my local pretty much called them outdated. It's very fair. Someone plays Emerald to Heroes almost exclusively been trying to build and figure out a competitive build. They're outdated nowadays in the TCG. Like, they're not very good against Kashtira, but they're very, very strong in Master Duel. I think they have a very decent matchup against most things. But they are not the strongest deck. That's what I will say. Let's say, was that going to be Minerva again? Stop Master Duel because every game was a Despia deck and not fun at all. Despia, I would take Despia and Sword Soul over whatever this is any day. That's what I will say. Yeah, can you imagine Bystials with Chaos Ruler? Yes, actually I can. I can, that was probably really loud. I can very much imagine it, and I like the Bystials. Bystials are this one. I know people are like, yo, Ishizu and the Bystials, all this like bullshit that like allows you to play on your opponent's turn. Bystials are the one exception. I think they're DD Crows that are just stronger DD Crows are really cool. That's a way to get me interested. Yeah, you know, if you look up at the symbolism, I think Neos is a representative for Judai's soul. Rainbow Dragon is Johann, and Yubel is Yubel. So Yubel beating combo of Rainbow Dragon, beating the combo of Rainbow Dragon is pretty good. That's pretty neat. Our Neos and Yubel is literally running their relationship, and Neos Wiseman is Jaden accepting Yubel's love and returning it to the thing. It's actually, that makes a lot of sense. What's he doing here, by the way? What's he cooking? Is he trying to... He's trying to save this Medora for my Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. 1, 2... He's trying to save this Medora for my Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, but he's running out of advantage. Heroes have always have a magical deck that's always consistently been mid and always just shy of competitively viable. There's been a few times where heroes, like pure heroes, have been like legitimately competitively viable, and it's been like twice particularly. But yeah, they're always like one card away from being insane. It's a very careful deck that is like they cannot be used for evil, if that makes any sense, right? Because heroes particularly, like they I don't know, they have a very tough balancing act between being super broken at any given time or mid and always mid or just terrible, right? Like giving heroes a consistent negate, I know we meme on it, it would be very strong. That would be like, whoa, insane strong. At Masquerade. Okay. Funny thing about this, I can actually be fine here. 1, 2, 3. All right. End of main, baby. When you're out of cards, but not out of options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the last card in hand. He unironically. Oh, never mind. Oh, yes, the Keldo. I think the Keldo's gonna do it. Oh, thank God. Longest match? This match is way too long. I'm pissed, dude. I'm so pissed. Like there's no reason why this should have lasted this long. He's gonna deck us out too, so it's literally whatever at this point. Oh my God. I guess I can just put back Mally for an extra card. How many mask change do I have left? I do have a mask change, so I can get mask change out if I want to thin it. 6 cards. He can banish 5 off the top. He can banish 5 off the top, I think, and that's about all he can do. So I think I'm gonna go for Shadow Mist. These kind of decks should actually be banned. It's Snow. Snow is the card they're using to just consistently gain value here, and it is very upsetting. Oh. Up to 3 cards in any of the graveyards, okay. So he's got to shuffle from mine or shuffle from his, which means he live just a little bit. Was Human Yubel female originally? I thought so. Or maybe not, actually, I don't know. I know the Spirit Yubel was, but... Firing Fairy Tale Snow now doesn't make any sense. Am I wrong? That is a losing play, right? I wish Konami bans Maxi or Ash, or limit them to 1. I'm tired of seeing them. Ash Blossom makes sense. Maxi, no way. Yeah. I had long matches where people use convoluted combo decks. Convoluted combo decks are kind of alright, but there's like a lot here that I'm just like not for. And Giant Rex is here. Like what's going on? Like just take the L, please. He's gonna try to deck me out, and I understand it. I do. I really do. I really do, but come on. Can you imagine getting sacked from Max C if they ever limit Max C? Be pissed. That's true. Yeah, I don't think they actually need to limit Max C. It needs to be banned or otherwise, because getting sacked from Max C feels worse than even playing around Max C. That's what I will say. All right, anything else? Anything else you would like to say to the class? No? Perfect. Perfect, because frankly, we got 3 cards left in deck. I guess the question is, can he mill me for 5 more cards? I think he can. I don't really care to go into anything else. I know I can just bring back DPE here. So do I clear board and go nuts? Maybe. Yeah, why not? Cross Crusader effect activates here unless he has specifically a Gadidi Crow. Oh, he's got a response. No shot. I totally forgot about the Keldo. I forgot about the Keldo. That's me throwing. Completely forgot about the Keldo. All right, all right. Oh, very cool. All right, main phase 2. Yeah, there's no in between. 0 maxi. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, big ol' rip. I thought Keldo was the shuffler, and it is the shuffler. I'm throwing. God dang it, dude. I think I'm just tilted by this game. It's been going on for too long, and I'm just, oh joy. You drew Another Fairy Tale Snow. That's very cool. All right, let's take inventory of the deck. I got 3 cards left. What do you guys think I have here? Nothing, right? Just losing to Snow. Kinda. Oh, Dugares. This is a little bit extra. Okay. Oh, he plays 3 Snows. I know he plays 3 Snows because one of them is banished. No, it didn't. This one didn't stop its effect to summon. He shuffled back my target into the deck, which is unfortunate. Hand or deck to the opponent's graveyard. We mill 5. Never mind. We're in there. I don't know why he decided to do that. Ash Blossom's okay here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's literally got 7 cards. Unfortunately, he can do this all he wants. Yep. Big losing. But we're not going to surrender because we're going to make him... Oh no. He's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 7. So he can do 1 Snow and beat over our Cross Crusader. Never mind. He can Mudora. He can Medora, kill our Liquid, go Snow, kill our Cross Crusader. Yeah, great. Awesome. Very cool. I think we don't have any monsters left, actually. I think we're out of monsters. We can gain value somehow. Dread looking kind of nice, low-key. True, true. It is kind of looking good. True. Big agree. Big agree. Big agree. That's going to help a lot. Thank you very much. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I guess we just do battle phase. I don't know. I've been grumpy in minutes. Oh, I was grumpy for the entire time he was comboing off and doing these like loops and like like banning, like not banishing, but he was like banishing our cards and milling us. I was getting a little bit upset then, but now I'm fine. I'm like, I've come to Nirvana. I've come to expect this type of shenanigans. But the biggest misplay of all time for me was just, I was like, oh, I can just link away Destiny here to start Phoenix Enforcer. I don't know why I would ever think to do that. Because I forgot that Keldo is a shuffler. It's not a miller. So that's something to keep on the dome. You see, some of the G-Golem decks have been doing very well. I have not been seeing them do well, but I've seen some of the Code Talker stuff that's been pretty cool. If only heroes you use, it was a generic extra deck cards. I'm saying, if only there was one Link monster that could be like an extra deck guy. That'd be interesting, right? We're not gonna kill him. He has Snow. Snow wins the game. Snow is just the win. Imagine he DCs. Inshallah. Inshallah, he DCs. Oh, man. Been degenerate? True. True. Block Dragon. You can't believe Block Dragon and Union Carrier are both legal at full power for a long time. And I think he gets his Giant Rex here too. So this is just Snow control, which is just kind of hilarious. Like, look at this. Down to a single couple monsters, and now we just do this. So I'll surrender here. Well, no, I kind of have to let him play it out because, unfortunately, I need this to get gems. Verte's legal. Also true. Yeah, I think you lost. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I lost when I used the Honest. So when he used Honest Neos to destroy the Medora, that was pretty rough. But at the same time, it wasn't the worst throw because we still had DPE, which is a reoccurring disruption that he could not clear with his given monsters. So our DPE was just gonna be our best option, and we ended up, saying no, we're not doing that. So my bad and my throw. I forgot Kelbeck was or Keldo was a shuffler versus a miller. We will be getting value out of this evenly matched though. Changos would go so hard here. Oh, bro, can you imagine? I think actually Sword Soul does have a pretty decent matchup against these kind of decks that just banish a shit ton. So, Phantom Knights against Rongo. Rongo is still in the game. Isn't that crazy? I'm saying. Evenly for the gems. Let's try and get our dailies, baby. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we can still do this. Wait a minute, we can still do this. Let's go! There are some War Crime cards still in the game somehow. Fairy Tail Snow, Thunder Dragon Colossus, Curious. I mean, Yeah, it's right on monsters. That's right. Yeah, what else is in the game? We still have any type of runic card, any type of stun card, Inspector Border. I don't know. It's a win for me. Yeah, big GGs. In theory, again, we just linked away. We weren't. I wasn't thinking about Keldo. I was like, Keldo's a miller, not a shuffler. It's a shuffler. I think one of the most brutal deaths in the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Was when Bakura sent Bones and his friends to hell. You mean the Shadow Realm? Floodgates? Yeah, all the floodgates. Grass. That's right. Grass is at 2. Protos is still legal. Crazy. Oh, do you guys want to hear something funny? Okay. Inside of the Master Duel Invitational that they had from Konami, the official one they had from Konami, do you know what they told the players? They said, you can play Sword Soul, but we have to ban Protos. Konami told the players, you may not play Protos. They had a custom ban list for this that said, you cannot play Protos. They banned certain cards from Master Duel Invitational, but they kept Max C. Makes you think. Makes you think. Ain't that some crazy stuff, right? That's insane. Actual insanity. We go for Hero Lives here. We know he has Max C, so we're gonna go for our Dark Law line because I think our Dark Law line actually works and it's completely fine. This is okay. We're gonna give him one card off of this, and then we're gonna just max plus value. So we're gonna go for Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist effect activates effect. We'll add mass change because we're kind of goated. Then we're gonna go for Hero Lives. We're gonna go for Stratos. Stratos effect activates its effect to add a hero monster from deck to hand. Good old Moye. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab. I kind of want to grab Follow Up, but it's fine. We have a nice Stratos. So we'll grab Honest Neos for now. Then we're gonna go for Battle Phase. Gonna go for. I probably could have OTK'd in under 4, but I don't want to give him too much damage. So we'll just go for a quick stack. And then we will in phase 2. Here we are. Why did they just ban Protos? No clue. Oh, actually, I do know why. It's because they banned specifically off of pick rate, and because Protoss's pick rate has gone back down, it's like, because Protoss's pick rate has gone back down, there's not a good reason to ban it for Konami, because they're just going off the computer, you know? Sorry I'm late. Hey, never late at all. Good to see you. Good to see you here. This is fine. I kind of want to use Mass Change when he summons the Ashena, because I want to be able to prevent the Link summoning here. And also, I want to be able to prevent like an imperm specifically. Now we are playing a lot into triple attack, which I don't love, but we're gonna have to deal. So this is fine. Here playing not RTKing. Yeah, not necessarily playing into Nib. Nib is not really what I'm scared of here. Because again, playing under 4, I can always do that in OTK. I'm more afraid of them gaining a lot of value, being able to stop our OTK in any way, and then going nuts when we don't really have to. Like we can kind of play this out with just Darklaw. You know, we have a just in case, we got a card in the back, we have Honest Neos, which is pretty strong. We should be able to stop most of his plays here too, which is nice. So that's gonna be helpful. Never mind, I was wrong. He had a Moye. Should have gone for the OTK, because now we can just negate Darklaw. Which is great. Which is great. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Because he has a Moye in the graveyard. Yes. Oh wow. We should have just Darklawed over the Moye. He has one exact Moye for this card. That's insane. Incredible. Might as well secure the bag. Yeah, I agree. I super agree. Oh, what's going on, Cookie, by the way, and also Neo Shock. Hello, it's Young as well. Hello, hello. Just a misplay, it's fine. Yeah, it's not bad. Opinion on the new structure deck? I think it's pretty good. I think it's really funny because I like... What the... Why didn't he negate that with Grandmaster Chichao? Funny. I think that it's really interesting that we are getting the Gaia structure deck specifically because it's not any good in terms of value, but I like it because it does give certain dumb high rarity cards that shouldn't be high rarity, like a very easy and accessible way to get them, right? You can't negate and draw. I gotcha, I gotcha. I guess I was a little bit confused. I was like, I guess I've never really seen that before, but you're right. That is definitely the thing. We are preventing a lot here, though. Recently found out Blackluster Soldier is Gaia. Blow my mind. Oh, it is it? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's the armor and stuff like that. He's just the evolution of it. It's kind of cool, though. I'm always going for the OTK. Even under Max C, there won't be a next turn type of energy. That's fair. I probably need to keep that inside the MCS for sure. Baron's going to pop the Darklaw. He's going to go crazy, maybe? I mean, my Honest Neos is going to be nice. And if he can kill me, which it sounds like he might be able to, we can evenly matched. Yeah, can you equip the new mate after this game? I actually don't have the new mate yet. I haven't purchased it. It looks really cool, though. Yeah, the new deluxe mate is mid. I think it's so interesting. Oh. He's doing the evenly matched. Interesting. Thinking of a crazy card design that stops lingering effects like Maxi. I like it. I like the where your thoughts are at. Which what kind of effect would it be? Doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. But luckily we should be okay. We're gonna go. That's fine. Battle phase. Battle step. Damage step. Protector Darklaw. He's gonna have to negate with Baron. Which is a complete waste of the Baron, by the way. But I'll take it. You know, we don't die here. Yeah, do you use Contrast Hero Chaos? I don't, actually. I don't. Not in this deck. I have before, and there are some builds that you can use, which is great. But what's the new mate? The new mate is Gaia the Fierce Knight. Yeah, exactly. The fusions being UR is insane. I absolutely hate it. Can he burn us still? No, I don't think so. I don't think he can. He did normal summon already, so that tie is kind of useless. So he's got to have something in here. Maybe the... All right, well, now we win. All right. What day is MCS again? It's Sunday. I believe it's on Saturday this week. If it's on Sunday, that'd be great. But, you know. Y'all ready for some OTKs? All that joy can bring this, I swear. All right. Last night that we had this conversation. All right, let's go for Shadow Mist. Now, if I had some piercing damage, that would have been incredible, but we'll see. That's a one of, by the way. That's an absolute one of. So we're gonna go for Shadow Mist. We're gonna go for Ferris. I wasn't really worried there. I probably could have OTK'd regardless, but now I have to play through one less negation, which is pretty great. I am using a 43 card hero deck for the MCS. That is true. This is the deck list we're going with. I think it's pretty sick. What do I go with? I guess Liquid Soldier. Did I already use my poly? I didn't use my poly yet, which is nice. What do you do other than Yu-Gi-Oh? I like fighting games, even though some of my friends would say otherwise. I do plan on playing Street Fighter 6 when that comes out. I have a surprisingly large amount of hours inside of Valorant. And by surprising, I mean don't look at my Valorant hours. I also do work full time. So, you know, that's the biggest stuff. I work out, I hang out with my girl, the usual stuff. Big chilling on the regs. Dragon Ball Z Fighters? Oh! Maybe. That'd be a lot of fun. League of Legends, anyone? No, I can't do that. It's too dark. Pure Elements of Heroes or Pure Destiny Heroes too weak? Pure Elements of Heroes is definitely better than Destiny Heroes as far as pure versions go, but Pure Destiny Heroes does have like DPE, which is very strong. So, you know, there's a lot of that. How much do you bench? Last time I benched, it was like, what was it? 2 plates plus 2 10s and 2 5s. I can't remember. I don't actually know how much that is, but that's how much I maxed out on. I generally don't max too often nowadays, but I do 245. Yeah, that's about right. I don't usually max nowadays. It's more just about like actually lifting. I don't really have a lot of time to do my one rep maxes anymore. But and also too for going for like a aesthetic versus like actually going for aesthetic versus actually going for strength is something that I try to alternate on for sure. Like I'll alternate on weeks that I just do work out for strength to make sure I'm still able to lift the weights that I need to grow my muscles. But then I also just lift for mass. All right. We did it after our less than stellar opening against a Maxi. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 10k HU4 when it comes out? Man, this with Beam Struggle is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Blinked and Baron was gone. What happened? I drew the nuttiest top deck in my career in the form of Lightning Storm specifically. But yeah, what's your opinion on the final Firewall desingularity as a fellow Code Talker gamer? I love it, by the way. I absolutely love the like ridiculous versions of anime cards specifically and the anime ace monsters. So Firewall Dragon having a bunch of its incarnations and Singularity Dragon looks so cool. There's also the other like Code Talker monster that's like supposed to be paired with it, I believe, and that one looks like a lot of fun too. You know, no level up for him. Oh, was he about to level up? I didn't even notice. No, it's fun. It's fun. A little more benching, you can become a Dino player. True. Actually true. PR is 315 after my shoulder injury. Yo, that's actually sick. You know what's funny? Like, I feel like everyone goes through like a shoulder injury who lifts or does like most things like physical art. Like the joints in here, I had a rotator cuff injury a while back and it's been messing with me for years. It's been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Deck list? Sure thing. This is the deck. Yeah, Daniel, I actually don't know if you've seen the deck list yet, but this is you were correct. We are playing a 43 card list for the MCS. We are doing a pure going second build of heroes. This deck has been feeling very comfortable. I've been feeling like there's a lot of hands where I can do a lot with. There are very few times that I've been feeling like we just can't do anything. Even if we don't draw like spectacular hands, we can always usually try our best and play through a few things. Our MVPs of this entire deck, to be fair, is Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet at 3 is an absolute must. We are playing a bunch of 1-ofs because we have Cross-Lock Designator, but also because they're decent sack cards. Like, of course, you guys just saw Lightning Storm. Evenly Matched is incredible. So, and it kind of just depends. Yeah, seems solid as they come. I think it's a very straightforward list, and I'm super excited now that Fusion Destiny is at 2. Man, that's the icing on the cake for heroes going second for me this format. You going to the MCS? I am. I got into the MCS. My APMs were fast enough, and I was able to just get in on the alerts, which is great. Took an arrow to the knee. That's why I haven't worked out in 5 years. True. Classic reference. Zoomers nowadays wouldn't understand. Yeah, we're playing 43 though. Yeah, 2 Stratos. I think 2 Stratos is pretty fine because technically your best normal summon of the deck is Vion, but you are trying to limit the amount of normal summons in the deck, period, because you do want to try to maximize on a Hero Lives and Fusion Destiny. Sounds counterintuitive, especially with stuff like Max C in the mix, but, you know, if you go against Max C and you open out Fusion Destiny, worst case scenario, you know, you go DPE pass, right? If you start Hero Lives, you usually end on Dark Law pass, which is not too crazy, right? Now, obviously, like that game there, we got Max Seed, we went Dark Law and Stratos past, and still fairly, you know, scruffed it out. Now, that had to do a lot with our insane top deck, but, you know, we're not talking about that. Yeah, it's so good. I like Forbidden Droplet in this deck specifically over something like Dark Ruler. I was talking about it a little bit earlier because I think that Dark Ruler, while it's really effective on, really efficient on card advantage, I feel like it's only really good in pairing with something like Evenly Matched or Removal. Otherwise, Dark Ruler is like, Forbidden Droplet is great because I can get value off stuff like Shadow Mist or Denier or Malicious, but I can also go for OTKs much easier. So I can negate stuff. It's the quick effect, so I don't have to really worry about using it at the very start of my turn to really telegraph my plays. I can activate cards. I can use this with Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. I can very much easily pair this card to negate my opponent's monsters when I need to. I think stuff like this and Chalice, which did fall out of favor a couple formats ago in Master Duel and in the TCG, have been incredible. So I do think the versatility of this card inside of this deck specifically is one of the reasons why I'm so successful with this deck, for sure. But yeah. I always tried to stay under 45 with the hero deck, but some days I want to go past. 45 is probably about right for like what I'd feel, right? And also too, I think that even apparently Jaden BR is a 60 card deck. So, you know, it's pretty sweet. What is the most comp deck you've ever used? Basically your main deck. In the TCG, it was Salamangreats. I topped a PPG. I topped a bunch of other regionals. I topped a bunch of regionals with heroes too. And I also did, and also Cyber Dragons. Unfortunately, I made day 2 at a YCS with Cyber Dragons. I was 11-2-1. X2-1, I think was my record total for that day. The deck profile is still up on YouTube. That was a great time. That was earlier. Inside of Master Duel, I mean, probably the branded Fusion deck that I played. The branded Tri-Brigade list, but this hero list is also pretty close. Would Super Poly work in this? Super Poly is fine as a removalist format, but I feel like the stronger option is to try to go for better board breakers. Like, Super Poly is, again, strong, similar to Forbidden Droplet, because you can remove things, but everyone is playing decks that don't really work well with Super Poly nowadays. Like, Branded is about the only one, but that's... People have fallen off Branded because there are better decks out there. So yeah, I don't know. They should add animation for Dark Ruler, similar to Skill Drain. I agree. Yeah, Hero Lives, Call by Droplet, a hero players always have it. True. Jane BR is just beyond us. Man, it's kind of true. He's kind of the goo master, not gonna lie. He has like insane brews that I see a new thing pop up in my feed and it's like, Neo's Dolphin Hand Loop, and I'm like, what? And it's like, oh, this is actually a pretty solid build. That's also, yeah, that's also correct. So Jamie brings up a good point that Garura is also one of the best reasons to play Super Poly period, but we don't have Garura in Master Duel. That will change, and Garura will be main deck played if Garura comes out in Master Duel. I will say that. I will say that. Yeah. Yeah, but too much staples aren't good. I think, yeah, too many staples are not that good, for sure. You need a lot more engine pieces. This kind of gives us like a little bit of both. Having the extra Fusion Destiny does matter, I found, because it's not just a Saki one of, it's like a fairly consistent thing you can rely on, and also you can use it with Predaplant Verts Anaconda as backup. So it does actually change a lot about the deck. I didn't think 2 would change that much, but it kind of does. It feels like it does, at least. So you can go back into it. Yeah, 56 card deck and mostly fit all staples. Yeah, I mean, and most times it kind of just works. Make Verte. If you had to play 40, what would you remove? It's really difficult, because while I would say, like, in general, I don't think any of these cards can truly be cut. Probably evenly matched. Like, evenly match is insane in this format. That's 2 cards that you could remove, and then like maybe Effect Veiler if you really wanted to. But those things have kind of come up for me so much, where I'm just like, it has quite often helped me out to win games. And 43 isn't that big, especially because, you know, we decrease our chances of drawing our bricks in a 43 card deck. You know? Like, what are we supposed to do here? Yeah, no Fusion Destiny this time. True. Yeah, I really wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Was based around the central resource system like Pokemon or Magic. Mana is... I actually disagree. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be really interesting if it had a mana system. Essentially speed or rush duel, speed duels. Speed spells having being in the game as like an option for as like an option for something is unironically like mana, right? So having a mana curve that works as a battle game is really cool and interesting. But then if your general format's like that, I think it's a really slow game. And one of the things about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's really cool is that it's like really kind of fast. It's like you chain Ash Blossom to Alan Bershin and it gets called by the grave because our guy's a legend. Like, you don't get that in a mana pool, you know? You just don't get that. You just don't get that. Maybe there should be mana. Maybe there should be mana. God dang it, dude. It's okay. We still have... I played through like an entire Math Mech board with just Forbidden Droplet. So if we can draw into Forbidden Droplet, then we're there. Yeah, you have enough 1-card starters. This deck is based. I think this deck is sick, yeah. Effect value 2 evenly is all good. It's like, again, having the cross out is like so good for the random what-ofs. Ghost Ogre is seen popular play, but there's not too much our deck doesn't really... Like, Increase is the only card that cares about Ghost Ogre, frankly. But hoped it was Ignisters. Nah, this is pure Math Mechs. Pure Math Mechs, which is fine. Yeah, if you don't have 43, you would have lost to the Chaos build. Actually true, yeah, I would have gotten milled by then. And we still lost the Chaos build. Yeah, turn-by-turn interaction is interesting game design. It's better without mana. That's true. Can you imagine like if you had like mana to try to interact with your opponent? Because that's also the thing too, is that Magic kind of suffers from the fact that if you don't have ways to interact with your opponent on their turn, you're kind of just sitting there doing nothing. And this is our exact, what I'm meaning is like, this is not very fun, I think. It's like when you can't really interact with your opponent. A Shizu tier is a little bit, maybe too much, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, like duels will slow down a little bit. Speed duels is an incredible alternative format that I think is really cool. It's a lot like Duel Links. Duel Links is kind of the sweet spot too, where it's like it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! That you know and love, but then they have some crazy shenanigans and combos. But the three zones and also the three zones, the way the card draws work and the abilities, along with the fact that there is pretty limited cards in the card pool, is a lot of fun. I think slowing stuff down like speed duels is really interesting. You could also do like NR format or Common Charity or Goes in Match, Revelry Warlords type of formats. Those are a lot of fun too. I think. I like a lot of limited or draft series too. Draft Yu-Gi-Oh is unironically like the GOAT. It's okay, we surrender there, right? We're not really doing anything with that hand. That's okay. And that's okay. We're kind of just getting some practice in though. So get all our bad hands out now. It won't happen on Saturday, right? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually has been decided by turn 2 and 3. Nice, in my opinion, the games that drag out where you're both top decking is very little skill and RNG draws. True. Yeah, my ideal world would be, my ideal world, the game would be about as long, but the turns would be shorter. So in the same time that takes 2 or 3 turns, would maybe make some 5 or 6. Completely agree. Here is the interesting part. I actually think having a main phase 2 changes everything about the game. And I think it'd be really interesting. Like one of the biggest, that's weird. That was, he just passed back to us. Yeah, I feel that. We're nuts. That's like the only card we care about. Okay, so as a normal summon here, Vion gets us a lot of things. Stratos also does too, so it's fine. Both are okay. We'll go for a Stratos effect. We'll out of here, Monster Protect the Grave. No, he's got an Ash Blossom here. Nope. We're gonna add from our hand a Ferris. Definitely has Nib for sure. I think we can OTK through Nib here. So that's 1 summon. We'll do 1 summon. Actually, no, Ferris doesn't actually work with 4 summons. Vion would have worked with 4 summons, but if we had a Hero Lives in Vion, that's under 4, we can OTK. But that's fine. Nice. I hate draft in MTG. I think draft formats in most card games are super fun. Like Legendary, I love playing Legendary. Marvel Legendary is super cool. What I was saying is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Focusing not on the battle phase is so strange because it's a battle card game, right? So by taking away main phase 2, you put more of an emphasis on the battle phase. And I would love to see that because there are a lot of decks I think could very much benefit from just saying, oh, I can't go main phase 2. And the counter argument to this is saying like, well, the battle phase is a mechanism in which you can like do removal. So you can use the battle phase as a removal resource, which is crazy. It's very interesting, right? And that's, I guess, where the main phase 2 argument comes up. I think that was okay to say back in like 2008, but once like 2011, maybe 2012, then maybe even 2016 came along, right? Like as the years have gone on, the battle phase matters less and less. And so as removal, battle phase is just the useless. It's just a way to OTK. So yeah, just go and make interesting effects for the battle phase. Dragon Maid's a good example. Dana brings that up. And get rid of main phase 2. And I think that fixes a little bit of certain problems, right? Which is strange. Yeah, Winda often, for example, gets removed in battle phase. Correct, exactly. It's like it's a mechanic for the battle phase to be used. But then you also have to balance for that. All these hypothetical rule changes, all these hypothetical rule things that I would love or not like, they all have to be balanced around those core mechanics. And I don't actually think that it's going to be very possible for Konami to do at this point, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. Had a question about Math Mech. The Alan Bershin negated me 1 game, but I didn't understand how he got it. Yes, Diameter. Diameter gives a negation. If it uses X5 material, that's how it would be used. You have to say this branded Springen's deck is pretty good. Also, what does blind second mean? Blind second means you just pick second regardless of what you're doing. Okay, manifesting. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll go for it. I'll go Hero Lives. It's not great. I would have loved for removal. What I say, it's not that bad. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sure, why not? Yeah. Beats me. Beats me. Yeah, they do have a main phase 2 in the anime. Yeah, pretty much, right? Like the in the anime, it's like the now attack, blue eyes, and then it's like, you think there'll be a next turn? Sets 2 cards. This is also why I think playing Dangerous is good, because in hands like this, we're playing, oh my god, it's blue. Okay, well, we can still do this. We just gotta get lucky with some backer removal. We're gonna be sitting here for a while. But, you know. We'll see. Yeah, I know. Why do you have 3 chaps? I want to say there are 3 bluffs. Or maybe he just didn't have time to deal with all this stuff. But, I don't know. All the spells were quick played, 2 in DM. That was awesome. That's true. You can activate anything at a time. The anime is kind of crazy. We really should be doing a watch party of GX sometime, by the way. I would love that. That'd be really fun. Dark Side of Dimension was a pretty good movie. I thought Dark Side of Dimension was incredible. I thought that was, man, watching that in theaters, it's like everything I could have wanted from a Yu-Gi-Oh movie, but now I just want a Dark Side of Dimensions for GX. You can call it anything you want. As long as we get the animation, that voice acting, all of it, I'm in there. That's what I would have loved. Snowl? Yeah, I think he's going to be trying to do some more double M-Pen setups and stuff. Big old 2 cannon. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Generation Next. That's how you got thick and Dark Side Dimensions. True. Kind of true. All right, evenly matched here, just solos, so we'll be okay. It's not really what I needed, but that's fine. All right, we can work around this. I can hard make poly here. Macrocosmos. That sucks. That actually sucks. Okay. I can go for Adoration here. And Adoration is not terrible here. Unlimited Macrocosmos. This card's unlimited, and you're playing it in Flu. Okay. I do have a way to get into DPE. I just don't like the fact that I have to do Adoration to do it. So, oh my gosh. I'm not choose your body later on. You know what I'm saying? True. Light of Destruction was already a plot point, though. That's fair. Light of Destruction isn't a bad name for a movie. Yeah, wasn't the other Yu-Gi-Oh movie? Or maybe Light of Destruction wasn't. Yeah, maybe it wasn't. The second season storyline would have been a pretty cool or interesting movie, I think, for sure. Isn't Macro free in TCG2? It is, I believe, and also same with Skill Drain. So technically you can play it, but oh my god. We were one game away from ranking up. Doesn't it feel bad? Pyramid of Light. No, the Pyramid of Light was the first movie. The second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was the Society of Light. See, that's the downside of going second, is that we give Fluandereeze the bird. That's right. We give him the word. The bird is the word there. That's all right. It's whatever. It's fine. Ties Beyond Time? Ties Beyond Time. Bonds Beyond Time, but it's Bonds Beyond Time. Bonds Beyond Time is also a fairly good movie. I like it because it's just pure fan service, but I hate it because it feels like it could be better. It just feels, it's all right. It's all right. I like it a lot, though. All right, gonna go for Rhoda here. Gonna go for Rhoda. He doesn't have anything, so we can pretty much do whatever we want. I think I'm gonna go for a Stratos, because Stratos makes the most sense here. We'll just bait out some stuff. We'll normal summon Stratos. We'll go for effective Stratos effect, add a hero monster from a deck to our hand. Check out this droplet. Magical Mallet. Oh, he's serious. I don't think that he's ready for this. Over under if he's playing Nibiru. Like, what do y'all think? Yeah, it's a bad spot to Stratos or to do that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying no nib either for some reason. So many decks that auto win when going first, so it was too risky to make it go in second deck. I think in this format, like, I think people aren't really playing full on to Reese. So there's like certain decks that I'm just like, okay, well, I can try to break going second, right? Full on to Reese is probably the absolute worst hero matchup of all time, unless you draw like incredibly good. But board breakers are crazy against them, so it's not impossible. Like Forbidden Droplets is so good going second, right? This hand, it's Maxi on their turn is kind of weak because they can have Ash Blossom, they can have Call-by, but Forbidden Droplet for Malicious and Shadow Mist is insane. This is our best case scenario, and we're playing against Dragon Link. Share if you play. All right. Sending what? Discarding the Remus. That's fine. I'm kind of presenting like I have Ash Blossom, but I don't. Wrong deck? No, it's the same one. They both the field spell, right? Down with heroes? Up! You're banned, bro! No, I'm joking. Can you imagine? Dragon Link is based? Dragon Link is pretty based. They are trying their absolute darndest to not give me value off this Maxi, and I'm gonna get it, dang it. Imagine playing Dragon Link, so disgusting. True. All right, we're firing it off now. It resolved, and now we win. Doing a sealed only series on Mastery Rule? I haven't actually. I know it's pretty solid though. I do think that I think Rev's Cards did something similar, and I thought it did pretty well for him. I do like the idea though. And there it is. I said that Maxi wasn't very powerful. I lied. All right, we are one game away from Duelist level max on the Duelist Cup. I think it's been pretty decent for practice so far. And one of the reasons why I wanted to stream is because I wanted to get practice streaming it, because there is a difference between me sitting here like doing that for like a couple hours versus like, you know, having to talk with you guys and be there, you know? Yeah, you can never count them out. I've seen games from several unwinnable game states. Sure, yeah. Boral End's still OP. It is very OP. It's sick. Boral End is crazy. It's such a good boss monster too for the archetype. I think it's great. It's so cool. No seals pass? I thought at least seals pass, right? I mean, what would he do there? Go 1, 2, get that, go seals pass. He only gives me 3 cards on seals pass, which isn't like crazy, but that's still sometimes enough. It was like a while ago, but I just want to see who gets the max level. We'll get there. It might take a little bit of tries, but we'll see. Yeah, random, but isn't Crosskeeper really good versus the Shizu stuff right now? Yes, Crosskeeper actually kind of is, right? Because send it to the graveyard, you can get stuff. I mean, it is strong. It's probably not very good inside of anything but like a Neo stack, particularly, because you also can only really get off of Rhoda. So as a 1-of, it's very strong, but yeah, it does have some synergy around it. Okay, perfect example. We're gonna have to play through this board with just a Forbidden Droplet, a Hero Lives, Ferris, and Fusion Destiny. all we have is board breakers and combo pieces, so you know, we'll be fine. Yeah, you still have to play it. Yeah, you still got to find it, which is great. Yeah, he's playing Remus. I think he was probably playing a Dragoonity build, if I had to guess, for sure. Which I've still seen people use. Do people still use Time Wizard? Here's a secret. People don't use the OG Time Wizard, but unironically, I played against someone who played the instant fusion one, where it's like the new retrain of Time Wizard, where if you toss a coin, heads or tails, you destroy all monsters in the field regardless. But if you call it wrong, you just take the damage. So it's just a Raigeki. It just makes instant fusion a Raigeki, which is very funny. It's very, very funny. But Time Wizard also in itself is, I've seen Time Wizard Sprite. I thought I saw someone play, which I thought was interesting. But I don't know. It's not very good, but it's very hilarious. Yeah, the Neospace stuff is just a random exclamation they come up to give Jaden a new deck that didn't factor the story otherwise. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I love the Neospatian stuff. I really do. But they're so bad. They are so bad. And like one of the biggest erratas that would be just the biggest W on Konami's part is making sure that the Neospatians don't shuffle themselves back, because at the very least, Contact Fusion would make sense. But I'm not trying to go -3 because I decided to play Neospatians. I'm already going -3 because I decided to play Neospatians. I don't need it on top of the fact that I decided to make a bad deck choice. Yeah, let's play Dark Hole at that point. That's true. No, it's actually just better. Yeah, Dark Hole is just better. It doesn't start a chain. You can't get negated by like Imperm or Forbidden Droplet. It's just better, yeah. It's just better, yeah. Yeah, I hope you draw Called By. Called By would save this hand, especially. But we should be okay if we fire off, like, if we get pretty much anything. We should be able to get pretty much anything and be okay. Yes, yeah, OTKs with Trinity. This is the type of board that we OTK with Trinity with. A Hero Lives should be able to pop off. We can go a Hero Lives, send Forbidden Droplet, send the Ferris, and maybe the other Hero Lives. That way we have 3 cards definitively that we're sending. And then we're negating 2 things. Yeah, it's fine. Lil is fine. Or at least they return the monsters. Yes. Oh, can you imagine? They give you back at the end of the phase the monsters from the deck. That'd be such a ruling nightmare, but it would be awesome. It would work, and it could be Ash Blossomed, so, you know, kind of fair, I guess. Evenly Matched also goes crazy here. All right, double Forbidden Droplet's actually very useful. All right. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to get rid of. This is a very strong board no matter how you cut it. Oh, I am so sorry. You are now the weakest link. We are going to go for Forbidden Droplet here. Forbidden Droplet, we're going to go ahead and send our Hero Lives on the board, our Vision Hero Ferris. That's for 2, so we can negate the Sprite Carrot. We can negate Elf as 2. We can negate 1 more. Or we can just let that go and just, like, we have another Hero Lives. Yeah, why not just go for Forbidden Droplet 3. And then keep Fusion Destiny. Right? Because we can just Hero Lives again and be fine. Like, this back row is going to be kind of something pretty much regardless, but, like, it is what it is. So we can let that go through. We negate all these 3 instead of having to negate 4 with keeping our other Hero Lives. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just in case, because we know our other Hero Lives is going to be crazy. All right, so now we can go Hero Lives again. take a lot of damage. Banger. Okay, we'll go for... I mean, honestly, though, going for Shadow Mist to grab a... Like, what do we get from Stratos other than a normal summon? I guess that's still really good here. We'll go for Stratos. Stratos effect activates effect. Add a hero monster from our deck to our hand. We should keep the Ferris. No, I think it's fine that we didn't keep the Ferris, because now we prevented them from activating and chaining their sprite effects. So they could have a lot more. They could have had a lot more shenanigans there. So middle column, by the way. And Fusion Destiny. This should get us there. It got us there, baby. All right, Dangerous, I think, is the OTK line, because what we do is we go for 2, and we search a... Yeah, I think we go for Dangerous. We go for Shadow Mist and we send the Malicious, because that's easy. Go Dangerous. And then we go for Shadow Mist effect to search. He's got to have nothing in hand specifically, but I mean, he could pretty much have whatever at this point. We'll see. Vision Hero Vion is just the way to go. We'll go Vision Hero Vion, activate its effects. That's fine. Dangerous is funny. We'll go in the middle column, Vion. Do not activate in the middle column. Remembering ourselves this. Go for Vion's effect. Vion's effect activate, send to grave. Oh no! Ghost Ogre! Oh, that's the worst one. We actually needed that. Oh, that's horrendous. That's horrendous. We actually really needed the Ghost Ogre. Oh man, that's awful. That's awful. Oh no. That's bad. That's so bad. Because now we decided to go for Dangerous instead of DPE because we wanted to go for the OTK. We still might be able to, but it's gonna be harder. We'll go for Malicious effect. Did you ever play Dread? I love Metroid Dread, but no, we took out Dread Decimator. Yeah, we can definitely break the board. Now, Plasma, I had to get rid of Plasma. Plasma's not that good. Yeah, DP was OTK too. It was, but it was a line that would have gotten us so much further out, which is not great. It's fun though. We'll go Cross Crusader effect. I think I need to keep this. Yeah, Dread Decimator I think never comes up. I mean, hey, it probably came up today, right? But yeah, we break the board, but not very smoothly either, because he's going to be able to keep some stuff, and I think he has a couple cards in hand that are probably pretty good. So I'm not looking forward to that. Luckily, we don't have to waste a lot of our time on anything, but it is going to be questionable here. Yeah, either line, Nib is kind of live. Yeah, I wasn't really worried about Nib because he's playing Sprite, and like normally Sprite's not very good here. Probably should have just kept this for Malicious instead. That's fine. What, Honest Neos now? I can't believe Ghost Ogre you. I'm saying Ghost Ogre. In this economy, this would have been an amazing OTK too. So here's the thing. If and only if that we were able to get our line out, he had the Ghost Ogre regardless. So we go for DPE there. We go for our 2 guys. We make Cross Crusader. He ogres our Cross Crusader. We weren't getting into anything anyways. We weren't getting into Vion either, which sucks. We'd have to use DPE to get into Vion, which maybe would have been OTK at that point. Never mind. We play around Ghost Ogre that way. That's fine. The clock, yeah, I'm not too worried about the clock. Ghost Ogre's wild though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. We will go ahead and activate the effect of Denier. Valor is really underrated too. I think Valor is really nice, this format. But I think also that combo didn't really play around Valor either. So if you had a Valor or Ghost Ogre there, I guess there was only 2 outs. That's fine. 43 seconds? Nah, we're fine. All right. Unfortunately, we can clear the board, but it's going to be a little bit difficult. So we have to go for battle phase here, which is going to be okay. We do have to go for dangerous into the 19. Here we go. We have to go for the 58. Yep. We do have to go for the 11. Doesn't really matter all we do here. We have to kind of just hope and pray it doesn't have anything. Toggle off. We can toggle auto. Sucks that we don't have Dread. If we did have Dread, we actually might have been able to OTK there. Yeah, Dread looking kind of nice right now. That's 2. 2 times going for Dread would have been good. And it is a fairly nice utility card. I just feel like going. Oh, there's the whole combo right there. I feel like going for Adoration is just the better play. So I've read Dread for Verte. It'd probably be Adoration. It'd probably be Adoration that I get rid of for it, because it comes up, but it's like it comes up and it doesn't come up. Plasma would have shut him down. Yeah, Plasma would have shut him down. Well, we would be able to make Plasma. I think we would have been able to make Plasma. We do play 1 copy of Adoration. It seems like it's nice. That's also true. Malicious Bane would have been also very fine. Malicious Bane would have been OTK as well. That is also true. Yeah, I don't know if people will stream and play Yu-Gi-Oh! I would be making so many misplays, running out of time all the time. It happens a lot. As much as I would love to say that I play just as well as I do offline, I play about the same. It just takes a little bit of practice. But I am also sometimes throwing for content, so. Adoration or maybe Blast. Blast is pretty important oftentimes, which is kind of sucks. Adoration doesn't really come up enough, so yeah. It comes up where I sometimes don't have the ability to make any other fusion. But I think Dread Decimator would have been very helpful in this scenario. I can make Dread Decimator. I could swing over for most things that we need. There's no shot, dog. There's no shot you summon the second Ghost Ogre on me like that. There's no way, dude. You normal summon it so you can go for a second Sprite Elf? Yeah. Second Sprite Elf, you start breaking apart the board with your summon Link 2s. You're gonna summon the Lila or the Kisa kill. Yeah, isn't it better to go Elf or Vibe than make Gigantic here? You would have had game much faster. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Because he already had everything else. He goes for Elf, then goes for all the lines, and then goes for Gigantic. He's locked now, which he might not even play, but that's fine. Yeah, should I stop Elf or Giant when it comes to facing Sprite? Gigantic or Gigantes, Sprite is generally going to be better, but you know, there's there. You definitely play bricks for content, then make when you draw them. That's right. And we mauled when we draw them. I mean, it's all for content. Completely, yes. True, very true. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, stopping Gigantic Sprite is the best one. Make Nateria Beast. Could you imagine? Yeah. Yeah, this is a big over. Big Jover. Big Jover. Big Jover. Yeah, bounce the Gigantic. Stopping the Gigantic's pretty huge, even if they have everything. So let's say, for example, they summon Sprite Blue, Sprite Jet, they have a Carrot, and you stop the Gigantic, it still forces them to like lose card advantage, which is still very big. So, you know, is Imperm column negate if it doesn't revolve? No, if Imperm does not resolve, the negation for the column does not go through. That's correct. Can we make a comeback? No, there's no comeback here. This is over. That's okay. Can you imagine if they didn't ban Link to Union Carrier? Dude, I'm sane. Thank God. I'm sad that we lost. Totally awesome, but like this was definitely there for sure. Man, that was unfortunate. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll take out Adoration for Dread Decimator. That way we can feel a little better. And then it's come up like twice. It's come up twice in our entire run of the gambit of the Duelist Cup. It's come up twice, but I'll stick with it. I'll say it's fine. Yeah, hopefully Master Duel uses the stats of the Duelist Cup to adjust the ban list like last time. I just pray and hope. Put Plasma. I don't. Plasma is just. He's just not that great. Sure. Terraforming is against Fluandereeze. It's Runic. I was against Live Twin Sprite. Yeah, it's a super common go for. What about hand? It's an okay hand. That's fine. Yeah, this makes our deck much better. This doesn't, but you know, I'd rather have this Lightning Storm, but it does get us one card closer to evenly matched and or other cards, so you know, it's okay. I do think Triple Attack Talent is only better right now, too, and it's really worth considering for blind going second. I tried testing out for Triple Tactics Talent over some other cards, and I found myself really missing the other cards more, if that makes any sense. Now, oftentimes, I do think that the Triple Attack is like insane for big punishments, but oftentimes because of heroes can't necessarily convert off of just one card, I'm generally having to use that effect to draw 2 cards versus having to use that effect to steal or to look at my opponent's hand. Especially because I'm not going first, looking at opponent's hand is better. So I have an option between taking a monster or drawing 2. And so I find myself drawing 2 all the time. Mally, thank God, Mally. Oh, wow, that's a great pickup. Okay. Pot of Greed is a good card. Pot of Greed is an insane card. If you guys are following me on Twitter, I tweeted this out, but Fusili during the tournament asked Saikuno, hey, so, you know, is Pot of Greed banned? And Saikuno's like, yes, that card is very banned. What's up? And he's like, well, why is Max C legal? And I'm like, good question. You win, right? We should. I don't really understand what we did wrong there. Except for specifically do that. And I hate the fact that I had to play around that. And I hate Runic Slumber a lot. It's totally fine. So I can still get rid of his other guy. So once again, increase fumbling the bag. True, I didn't even draw it this time. That's right. That's okay. All right, we'll go battle phase here. I almost want to get rid of this guy, but I know that that's not the correct option. I know that's not the correct play. So I'm just gonna end the phase. Maybe I shouldn't have put the Malicious on, but he can't go for battle phase, so he's got to use it for removal. I guess he does have the ability to target a card that was special summoned to destroy it. Let's ban Max C, limit Pot of Greed to 1. Trust. True. Oh! Huge! enormous. That's incredible. We banished our other oh, we already banished our other Mally. I mean, it can't get much better. It can't get much better, except for it can. No. Why? Why do people play these dog awful decks? Skill issue. True. Oh my god, dude. Okay, thank Jesus. I can't. Why? You're playing the Duelist Cup. It's just not real. Oh god. This is the 5th layer of hell. This is exactly correct. Come on, dude. What is going on with these players tonight, man? We lose. Oh, it's right, because we're on 19. We leveled down. Oh. Oh my god. Glue Eater is taking over. I'm saying, dog. Can you counter a card, Call by the Grave, if they have a copy of the same Call by? You can counter a Call by the Grave with a Ghost Bell or with a Cross Out, or in some negation, really. But Fret the Keys, that's true. That's true. It's only not funny with keys. That's fine. It's keys make it funny. That was unfortunately, going off to bed was just sad. That's fine. Glue Eater is them all, you know what I'm saying? Running Neos, this deck is all versus. That's pretty good, actually. I like Neos is sick. And glad to hear that you're playing Neos. Yo, Scott Wolfie, hello. Good to see you again. Sophisticated hero player. We're trying our hardest. We're trying our hardest out here, but it is getting a little difficult with Runic Stun specifically. Saw the Walk of Shame? That's right. Yeah, it's really just to hide the Walk of Shame. That's true. Oh, yo, he's playing the Nim Nim version with instant contact. That's crazy. Big Resolve? Those keys are fake and green screened? No. These keys are real. Jingle, 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 jingle. See, they're like, they make a sound. You know what's funny? We can toggle scare him that we actually have something. Gas-powered stick. It never runs out of gas. True. Yeah, where is the best G Golem player in the Duelist Cup, though? That's... you know what? Maybe we should play Runic. Well, this is now over. This is now Jover. This is now big over. Easy peasy. Is a string holding... Guys, there are strings on the keys. It's actually really funny. And drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Maxi wins minigames. I'll unsubscribe if you play Runic Stun. Man, I don't even know if one bad day with Runic Stun could do it for me. I hate that deck. So, like, I can play Numeron. Numeron's like the one bad day deck that I'm like, okay, I can see playing this deck. It's just an OTK style deck. It's really lame, but it's not lame in the same way Stun is lame. You know? And this also comes from the guy that played Summon Limit in my Neos deck a couple days ago. So that's saying something. Can you make a pure Elemental Hero deck one day? I want to see what you would make with the new sport. Yeah, of course. I would love to. Sounds like a lot of fun. So close yet so far? I'm saying. Evenly matched here goes crazy though. You can level down. If you're at 19, you can level down. Oh, wait a minute. Doable. Let's go for Rhoda. Rhoda here, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a Stratos to try to take care of these two back row. All right, check this out. I'm going to go for a Hero Lives. Going to grab a Stratos. Stratos effect activates effect, add a hero monster from our deck to our hand. Imper number 1. Okay, that's good. That's actually sick. It, I guess, did nothing. I had cross out, so it would have been A-okay. At 18 as well, you just can't go below 17. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess I just never hit the moment with 18 that I would do it, so it's fine. I think we got to win 4 to get into. Is it 4 to get into Diamond? Not Diamond, to get into Duelist level max. Yeah. I mean, if Supreme King, what would I play as my Supreme King arc? It would be like, it would probably be just Stun. I just go nuts with Stun. Oh. Oh my god. I don't even know what to hit here. Grass? I say for Grass if he has Grass. Punk Neos? Yeah, you can play the Neos cards inside of Punk because it's a level 7 extender. It's actually really funny. Okay, our Food and Droplet's really good here, which is great. I think I have to save for Grass. Or maybe Striker Dragon. No, maybe not Striker Dragon. I get maybe if he's playing Romulus. Yeah, this is bad, but again, our hand is sucks, but if we can draw something good, this Forbidden Droplet goes a long way with Mally. So one starter, our hand gets off, you know. Blame Solemn for this build. This build, I mean, I don't know. That MCS build was really nice though. That 60 card like Dragon Link deck pile, that was really nice. Yeah, imagine season 3 Jaden just setting 5 past. It'd be so funny. I set a couple face downs and end my turn. Tough hand you got there. It's bad. It's bad. But it could be worse. And we were so close to getting into our Duelist level 20. We're very close to Duelist level max. But that's okay. Can we protect Kashtira and Neos? Wouldn't Kashtira Neos make the Spirit of Neos a one card Kashtira engine? I don't really know what to do here. I guess go for Ash Blossom, right? This hand is DPE? That's true. And it does have a component of DPE. That's right. That is true. He's playing Dragon Links. Yeah, he's playing the Dragon Links. Labyrinth? Oh, Jaden on Labyrinth would be hilarious. What's your favorite hero card? Gotta love me Flame Wingman. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. It's probably my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. It's got so much nostalgia for me. It's also wrapped up in a conveniently good right now package. It consistently got a retrain. It also like gets like new support, which is so funny. An extra rocket launcher. Why did they give them just a free? They gave them emergency teleport for free. Ain't that something? I know how it's gonna go. You're gonna win. I appreciate that. Hopefully. I can, if we draw into anything good, we can just OTK. Because he's only going to have like one negation plus Thunderdark. So I'm going to be all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to call by the grave to use the card targeting something in there. Right? Legit better than Itelli, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you get a starter, if we get any starter, we're in there. And he's not wrong though. Like he's not wrong. Like he has full combo, but one starter just gets us there. We have, if we draw into Fusion Destiny, that's our absolute best starter possible. Hero Lives is not bad either. That gets us somewhere. So what we can do is we can Hero Lives, we can pay half, Forbidden Droplet, or use Call By, Forbidden Droplet, you know, whatever. And then we're okay. So we can at least Forbidden Droplet our mind out of everything. If he has Levianeer, then we're kind of in trouble. But I hope this guy times out. He's not going to time out, unfortunately. Dragon Link players at most levels, like above like a certain point, know what they're doing enough to not time out. Because the lines kind of make sense to them. And this is their uninterrupted line, so they can just, you know, roam free. This guy doesn't know the combo? I don't think he does. He knows enough of the combo, though. He'll make something. He did a little bit of a weird line there, going for all that, but maybe I'm missing something. I can see here going for a Boral End Dragon, though. So, you know, that looks fun. 60-deck Maniacs, they're all over the place, man. It's crazy. How can we stop this guy from cooking? We can't. Not yet. We'll stop him here in a moment. We're going to have to see where this board goes. If he plays Max C, we're just going to play through it. I mean, we have the Call By, but it's there. Yeah, going for the 3 Boral Extra Link line, like in the anime. Boral End. There he is. Okay. All right, manifesting. Boom. Wrong manifesting. I was trying to manifest Fusion Destiny for me. Oh, it's Ash Blossom. That's great. I manifested too early. Don't even play DP. It's not good. It's not good to play in those decks. I mean, I understand. Trash talking a deck to, you know, all hell and back. But he's playing 2 of them. If it was at 3, I can understand. You just play it in there as a random cards to play. But at 2? Why? Just play anything else. You know, that part is Trishula's fault. Seeing DP in other decks when we actually use heroes, it feels really bad. Because it feels like more often than not, hero players have to hard make DPE. But like, oh my god, we're about to get 60. It's 60 card piles again. Okay, well, this is good. We need to practice on 60 card piles. We needed practice on this. But yeah, like it feels like we don't draw Fusion Destiny enough, but everyone else does. It's crazy. Gonna head out, watch 1-player mode for a while. So don't worry about it. We got this. We got this game. Don't worry about it. Can't watch 1-player mode for too long. True. Take care. Thank you so much, Platinum So, for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you have a good rest of your night and you know, big GGs. Hope we'll see you around sometime soon. But it's good to see you again. Good to see you. That's right. At least Dragon Link finally beat you. Let's go. We do have a shockingly good Dragon Link rapport. Oh, he banishes Snow. That's good. Duality of Man. Imagine being a Crystron player. Ain't no way. Turn 1 Dragon deck. True, true. Yeah, CC card is definitely everywhere. It's like all over the place right now. Any deck that plays D-Shifter? That is fair. Well, lucky for us, he's gonna send snow, right? So I kind of have to do effect failure here. This feels really bad, but like I kind of have to. Good luck reaching the max level. Thank you so much. We're gonna try our hardest, but I don't know how well it's gonna work out. Like, we do have OTK here now that he's ripped 4,000 life points out of himself. He's gauged himself into the next century. And we do have it with Vion Send. We can just Shadow Mist, search anything, and then Polymerization and go. So now we do have Lethal, but we're going to have to see what kind of board he makes. Yeah, it's good because he can't Striker. Yeah. Oh, but he can Punk. Zombie Punk 60 card piles. God dang it, dude. We're gonna try to reach match level. It's gonna be hard, but we can do it. Oh, I felt around my Dragon Maids. It's Seal's Pass is legitimately good inside of Dragon Maids. Pretty strong, actually, but I understand. I hope they hit some random hero card. That'd be amazing. This is the Trish build? Yeah, this feels like the Trish build. He's even playing the Thunder Dragon. Again, these 60 card piles, man. I hated Based. I hated Based for so long. Ban Anaconda. Unbanned Celestial and ban Anaconda. I think it's a very strong contender for it. I think people would still play Fusion Destiny, which is fine, but it kind of was rough, yeah. Ultra Friend to Fusion Destiny. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. I'm saying Anaconda's still kicking it. Still alive, big chillin'. Nothing doing with Anaconda yet. Spell Canceller, you kidding me, huh? I guess when you have it, you can play Spell Canceller. Like, what's the deal there? Sends Medora as well. All right, we actually don't have Lethal here yet, but we do have something. Cast hasn't done anything wrong. Oh, big disagree. All right, so Zombie Vampire. He's got everything that he ever wants in Grave. Okay, we do send a Denier. It's actually kind of useful because we can use that a lot. We do miss Feather Duster, which can be kind of useful. All these Millers and all these hoes. And yet, so I'm going here, going fuck. Dotscaper. Dotscaper is crazy just for general material. Look at this. Level 1, he can go into immediate level 8 with this Shooting Riser Dragon. Is it the same deck? It's practically the same deck. I think this is the new best deck. Oh god, there she is. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh god. God, Christ, no, oh god. Alright. We're gonna have to play through this because it's gonna be at the Chalice Line. Not Chalice Line, the MCS, so, you know. Gonna have to do it. I really have thought about doing a D-shifter build of heroes, because there has to be something there, right? It's a going second version of heroes that plays D-shifter, and so while under D-shifter, what are some combos that you can do to like OTK with that? And I thought about doing like a Trinity thing where you Trinity OTK, like, I don't know. The game is pretty much over. The game is very much over. It's just a pile deck. Yeah, big pile deck. Yeah, it's just based. This is Master Duel's version of base. Like, you know how in the TCG for a couple formats there was like the 60 card everything goes trash piles? That's essentially what this is, but like 10 million times better because we have Maxi and Fairy Tale Snow at 3, which I think Fairy Tale Snow was only banned recently, so I think Fairy Tale Snow was still in at 1, I think. But Abyss Dweller is not a horrible tech either. True, especially if you're going first, Abyss Dweller is going to absolutely destroy. This deck loses to Shizu Tier, which is incredible. But it is a really interesting strategy. I just think it's not very fun. That's right, yeah. With Phantom Knight's true. It's also fair. By the way, we stopped the Fairy Tale Snow, but I feel like we didn't do anything. We effect failured. Maybe it was the wrong effect failure, stopping the shooting Riser Dragon. But maybe that was the wrong one. PKBA Danger Pile. I actually think Based is not that bad to play. But I do think that's kind of annoying. It's just oops all gas, but you know. He's gonna set up like a Baguska or a Dugaras, or gonna go for like an Abyss Dweller. Can you imagine? It's Dugaras. Draw an extra stack. All right, well, the good thing is we still have copies of Evenly Matched, and we still have copies of Forbidden Droplet, so we're not down yet, so we'll see. Your combo player deep down inside? I know I am. I made a whole video talking about why combo decks are low IQ, and while I can't disagree, I know I'm a combo player. I'm a combo player more than I'm a stun player. If I was a stun player, it'd be gross. I'd be like, what am I gonna do here? What am I doing here? Setting 4 and passing? No, I want to summon a monster. I want to play a couple spells that are my starters, and I want to go nuts. I want a nice even. I like a nice even combo deck though. A nice mid-range deck. Things I can feel comfortable with. I can OTK with, or I can not. Nice Apollosa. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh my god. By the way, I think because he can still use this level 4, he can banish everything and then end on an Abyss Dweller too here. God almighty. It's just so good. Big Jover. Cowboy for burn? Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. He's still going. Stop cooking. It's my turn. I'm surprised Jesse Cotton doesn't play Master Duel. Yeah, because he loves Fairy Tale Snow. And I understand, but I don't know. Necrovalley Tech goes hard. Dude, any graveyard denial is just going to absolutely destroy this deck. I kind of understand, like, going first, even uninterrupted, this thing is incredible. Undesirable Duck, got a call stream early. Hey, no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out and being with us today. We are, slowly losing our mind, but, we'll try to make it out here sometime soon. We have lots of play around, and so we literally only have one card that's going to get us there. Never mind. He got grass. What in the world did you just do? Feel one bad day coming? The one bad day is going to be playing this deck, where we're just playing based out of our mind, because this is ridiculous. Allure Darkness. What do you... Okay. You sound like me. That's what I always say. When I play their entire deck in one turn, it kind of feels bad. Nice Kelbeck. Oh, there's one Forbidden Droplet. It's an evenly matched. Those are both very, very important cards. And there's 26 cards loaded up for Snow. Please ban Fairy Tale Snow. Please ban Fairy Tale Snow. While we're at it, just hit Maxi, but very much hit Fairy Tale Snow. Go ahead and hit Thunder Dragon Colossus. These are some problem cards on the board. I don't like what's going on up here. I don't really like what's going on up here. I don't like what's going down on here either. I don't like what's going on down here either, but this is the part that concerns me. He also just banished our Miracle Fusion. That's great. All right, we have literally only one card that can get us out of this predicament, and it's right here. That was the card. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we have to send a 3. So we can send 1. I don't really need this mass change, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go for Fusion Destiny. He's going to try to negate with Dawn Dragster. Or anything, really. I mean, like, we have the cards available to us. So this is fine. All right, see you later. We go 1, we go 2, we go 3. And Vion is just game. I don't even have to win with Trinity. I can win with literally just. I can win with just DPE. We walked away. We walked away with it. Thank God. Literally, actually, the spirit of the Pharaoh. I knew solving that puzzle the other day was just crazy. That's right, there is true justice in the world. Outstanding. Man goes and does all this, makes me sit there. How long was that game? And all it takes was drawing the out. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. I love it. That you know what? Maybe I was wrong. We don't need to ban Fairy Tale Snow, except for we do. And maybe we don't need to ban Max C, except for we do. Maybe we don't need to ban Thunder Dragon Colossus, except for we do. Maybe the real card needs a ban was the friends along the... No, that doesn't work out. Anyways, here's the deck list for you guys. One last time, one last look before we go for the night. This is our Vision Hero Trinity. This is our going second hero build. It's been very, very comfortable for me all day. I've been playing it and testing it out on the Duelist Cup. I've been testing it out on ladder a little bit. This is probably what I'm going to play now. I think adding Dread Decimator is probably a good decision. We didn't necessarily go into Adoration that much, but Dread Decimator has come up a little bit. Maybe it's just fine. Not exactly sure. Pushing for OTKs is really, really big. Trinity is in here for a reason. And also, of course, the absolute MVP is Forbidden Droplet. This card is just... wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Thank you for the wonderful streams the past few days. Thank you so much for joining us in chat and for watching this with us. I do appreciate you being here and hanging out, watching us mauled and cry, and then also watch us clutch out some games every so often. So I do also appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. This is our deck build. So we're going to be entering the MCS, the Master Circuit Series, with this build. We'll be streaming that day as well, so you can subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter to see when we go live, all that good jazz. We're going to be playing with going second hero. So hopefully that turns out well. I've been pretty comfortable going blind second with this, and maybe inshallah there's no hangups, there's no cheating where we go second and they re-roll and make us go first. I mean, hey, worst case scenario, we go first with hero stuff, I guess, but it's whatever. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Get a good look. This is gonna be the deck. This is gonna be the deck. Yeah, I sit through all that, but he couldn't even sit through getting OTK'd. I'm saying, thank you, and very true. All right, everyone. I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for joining me for today's stream. Again, I really do appreciate everyone being here and hanging out with us, watching heroes, and malding and cheering all the same. It feels like that's the constant. This game is just a roller coaster of emotions, and it's like either we have the worst night imaginable and it's one bad day, or if it's like it's actually sick and we can clutch it out. Thank you guys so much, Newt. You've been an absolute legend. Everyone's been here. Daniel, it's good to see you again, and hopefully see you around as well. If it's late for you, go get some sleep, and if not, enjoy the rest of your night or the rest of your day if it's early for you. Go get some food. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Thank you guys so much. I do really appreciate it. You guys have a great Raster Night. I'll be streaming this weekend, so I'm not going to be tomorrow, but it is going to be on Sunday or Saturday. I can't. Whenever the MCS is, you'll see me go live on here on YouTube at Swolelax, or also on Twitter. You guys can follow me there to check the links. It's only 4 a.m. Well, it was a late night tonight. Anyways, that's all I gotta say, guys. Have a good rest of your night, everyone, or good morning. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, heroes forever. Peace out, everyone. Oh, man. I should have said gotcha at the end. Why didn't I say gotcha or that's game? Big missed opportunity. Anyways, all right, good night, guys.